Inside Stone's Gambling Hall in Sacramento, California, you'll find Sammy's Restaurant and Bar. Recognized for its innovative, healthy global cuisine, Sammy's offers menu selections made with local, organic ingredients. Indulgent options like truffle fries, duck tacos, artisan wood-fired pizzas, fresh salads, and more, along with an eclectic selection of craft beers and classic handcrafted cocktails. Plus, with 40 big screen TVs, Sammy's is also the perfect place to catch your favorite game. Satisfy your craving anytime, 24/7, tableside or in the dining room at Sammy's Restaurant and Bar at Stone's Gambling Hall.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Stone's Live Poker. I am Jake Rosensteel here with
Justin Kelly.
And tonight is 1-3 No Limit Hold'em. It is the Veronica and Friends game. It is the only game with a 2-drink minimum.
Gay corpse! Gay corpse!
Oh wow, everybody come on in, it has begun.
Gay corpse in the house!
Lean down, say hi.
Hey everybody,
Gay corpse.
Is this game live right now?
We are live, very live.
Is this real money?
Real life?
Is this real money?
That's the worst. Oh, what a shit show.
He wouldn't come in, so I had to force him in.
What's up, Top Gun?
Masak,
What's up?
you're
How
at
you
the
doing?
game.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mason
Oh,
and
come on.
Nutlow Poker Clothing.
Yeah,
Let's go. It's time to go.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
we get bombarded right off the bat. So guys, if that was any indicator of the type of game you're gonna see, I'm pretty sure it
It
is.
smells like straight gasoline. Like,
I know.
what the hell are they drinking?
It's wine and gasoline together at last.
Oh, yeah. God,
It's fantastic.
cut it with some race fuel, and that's how you run good.
So it's a very special game tonight. We have all of the usual Twitch suspects that you see in our chat room here with us tonight in the flesh. As you just saw, that was Gay Corpse is the handle he normally goes
He's
by.
a real person. Like,
He is a real person. It's funny because I saw him signing a little sheet earlier for the disclosure, and he wrote down Vincent. I'm like, there's no way I'm calling you that. We're sticking with Gay Corpse the whole night. So that was Gay Corpse, and obviously the ever so lovely Veronica that you know. You guys can see the table up in the corner. Lots of familiar faces tonight. We are running a 1-3 no limit, and it is about to get a little crazy.
yeah, the drinks have been flowing. It's Wine Wednesday.
Flowing for hours, mind you.
Hours.
Yeah.
And it's the Veronica and Friends 1-3. It's the 1-3 that plays like a 1-3-25. It's
yeah.
It's a complete mess.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's like 1-3 with a live V straddle of $25 and everything. Yeah, it's gonna be a hot mess tonight, and everybody's gonna get to enjoy it for sure.
Someone's like that Whopper already hit quads.
Oh yeah, no, and he already had like 2 flushes right off the bat, and and half the people in the chat,
And
guys,
he's
are,
stuck like $400. I love it.
yeah, and half the people in the chat are actually the people playing at the table, so they'll be chiming in and needling themselves. So that'll be the best part.
So everyone who's usually in the chat box, let's walk around the table. We got proper 3-bet in seat 1. He's all the way out here from Arizona.
He gets the farthest distance traveled award. He flew out here from Arizona, Phoenix, I believe, just to come hang out and play in our game. Fantastic.
What a mess. T. Burke is in seat 2. We all know him. Plastica, we love her. She's in seat 3. Angry Polak.
Who's technically in C4, but not even there right now. She's probably getting more wine, and we're not surprised.
Gay Corpse, seat 5. What a great spot for Gay Corpse to be in. He's on Veronica's left.
Yeah.
I was trying to buy action from him earlier, but like the greedy SOB wouldn't sell him. He's like, no.
Once he learned he was right on Veronica's left, he's like, that's too much easy money.
You can't give up that spot, right? You can't give up anything.
Yeah.
Woman Rider in seat 6. Mustache, as we call him. I just find it like it's Mass to see.
It's true. It's true.
I finally learned actually.
But we call him whatever we want.
Mustache.
Really,
Yeah, Mustache 707.
So that's good.
He's in seat 7, who brought us some excellent beer from, what was the brewery called?
I forget, but it was his buddy's brewery, actually, and it was a really cool story.
Out of Santa Rosa?
Yeah, out of Santa Rosa. It was a really cool story of like, hey, you know what, I'm just tired of my job, and I like brewing beer, so I'm just going to brew more of it. Got a real small spot, and then just kept, like right off the bat, he's like, I didn't even get a big enough spot, and just kept expanding, and I think he's blown up, which is super awesome.
Fog something?
We will find it. I believe I can find a bottle of it.
We'll figure it out. Thanks to Mustache for bringing us some beer. Rick and Barstow. Rick and Barstow in seat 8 will probably not straddle tonight. Challenge accepted. And Wop Rye.
Classic Wop. I expect to see his yellow submarine getting flung around the table, I'm sure.
I love it.
Absolutely. And just JFK actually corrected me. So proper 3-bet is the longest traveled for tonight's game from Phoenix, but previously the longest travel is technically Leo from Malaysia.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's going to be a tough one to top. I think once you get around halfway around the globe, it's kind of like difficult.
Yeah,
to,
then you're
to
like,
beat
God,
that.
I'm getting closer. Somehow.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult to beat that. So fantastic.
Where's Veronica? What is she doing?
It's going to be an awesome game. Veronica she calls together the game and then runs away. I know that we have a solid waitlist. We've actually had to turn people away from the waitlist for this game. Everybody wanted a piece of this once they learned.
I know,
like,
people saw the line if they're coming out like, so like, I'm in, right?
I'm in, right? We're like,
No.
we only have 9 seats, guys. What do you want from us?
All
you
the
know?
heavy hitters. Yeah, we ought to be doing. We can commentate that, or we got like a really good 2-5 going down right in front of us. We got Brian, Sean Drake, Val Cross, Cobra.
Literally right in front of us. And I feel like they're
Bunch of other
almost
guys.
looking at us now. They're waving and they're smiling.
Oh, hello.
Friends. Hello. So it's good. I like it.
Scout with me just now. I don't know who that guy is. Anyhow, let's get down to the table, or we are down to the table.
Yeah, and,
cards?
it's super awesome tonight because I think that I think we're gonna have a really fun dynamic tonight. I think it's gonna be a super combination of both sides of the spectrum. I think you're gonna have guys kind of playing like a little tight and being a little squeamish, and then as the night goes on, I think it's just gonna open up massive floodgates and just like spewing of chips.
Yeah, at some point someone's gonna get stuck deep, and someone's gonna try to climb out of a hole and give someone a heartbreak hand to talk about.
There's gonna be lots of shovels, lots of ladders for climbing and digging holes. It's gonna be good times.
Where are graphics? Still missing graphics.
We actually had a request if we were going to squeeze 10 players into this table, and we said I don't even think we have enough readers on the table to squeeze 10 players into here. But we thought it would have been funny. We said, we'll let 2 people share the same reader, and I'm like, wow, that's going to be a hot mess.
Right.
I can't wait for that.
So, something I didn't know, but I guess I should have known, is Gate Corpse has played with Spencer, who you've seen on the stream several times. They work together in Lodi together.
Oh, fantastic.
Both props
Awesome.
there.
Yeah, no, it was super cool. They had a lot of the guys who came in actually had a nice little meal and stuff, and hung out a little bit before, and got to hang out and chat. It was pretty sweet, actually. It's going to be a fun little game. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, it's your friendly neighborhood game, but I will totally stack you for every dollar you have in front of you. You know, it's like, we're friends, but I want all of your chips. Yeah, that's right. Veronica disappears from her own game, man. She's like the ultimate troll.
How does she do that?
She's like, check me out, Ninja Vanish. I'm just looking through the chat here, and I see most of these people in the chat here. Now we got some cards live.
There we go.
Most of these people in the chat here actually is just like people who are playing at the table who already know what's going to happen. So I'm actually looking forward to a combination of.
And
the
we're
chat.
playing micro stakes, evidently.
What?
Look
1
at
cent,
this.
3 cents.
1 cent, 3 cent. What is this?
I love it. Oh, this is going to be an absolute great episode. There you go. Big stack here at the table. Angry Pollock with $9. I'm assuming that means 900, but we're going to stick with it because I
Decimal
love
place
it.
slightly out of whack.
Okay, so guys, those chips there you see in front of you, the reds are 5s, apparently 5-cent chips, I guess. And the blues are 1s, I guess in this particular case, 1-cent chips. So we're going to play some super micro stakes, even though we all know that you should just add a few zeros to that.
TXAG98, welcome to the chat. Good to have you. Okay, now that was Walter talking about the squad's hand. Getting some graphics. All right, flop comes down 9-10 jack, 2 spades. Really, really wet board here.
Looks like there's well over 100 pennies in the pot currently.
Checks all the way to
Look at
mustache.
this, Waprai actually flops the super nut straight here with Queen King. And
Mustache got top pair, top kicker.
absolutely, so he fires out, and Waprai makes the call, just flat calls it here. And turn no help at all, but Waprai still with the super monster cookie here.
Jay Cessna, red chips are $5 denominations, greens are 25. The blue chips in play are $1 chips. All right,
There you go.
graphics are fixed.
And now our graphics are fixed, guys. We are no longer playing 1 cent, 3 cent, although that would have been a hell of a game.
So Watt-Bride check calls the flop now, leads a turn.
So obviously our overall pot size graphics here are a little bit off, but he leads the turn as well, and like you said, Master C is going to make the call. And no help to anybody there on the river. Watt-Bride still here with the big check mark.
So the graphics off here, we're catching it with the pot. So yeah, pot looks to be about 120, 130 bucks. And Wapry's gonna lead 110. Roughly a pot-sized bet. That 9 on the turn has got to have some alarms going off in Mustache's head here. Wapry is capable of making a bluff here, but on a 9, I'm sorry, the 9 was on the flop, 7 on the turn. So I mean the ground was a little bit better. The flop was 9, 10, jack, 2 spades. The 7 on the turn completes a lot of straight draws. Also makes a lot of 2-pair hands.
Yeah, and that's a really, really, really awkward board for Master C here trying to make a call on it. And you see that Wapry here is kind of posturing, he's smiling, he's having a good time, he's talking about it. And you can actually kind of take that as like multiple ways. And see, and that's exactly what he's doing here. So, and I think we've all seen this, when you see a player who's super just chill and confident, turns around and maybe eat a meal when they're in a hand, you know what I mean? You know, they either really have it or they really don't. They're trying to act super just calm and chill and this hand doesn't matter to me. So I think that kind of enticed actually Master C to call a little bit here.
Hey, look, there's me.
Hey! There's only one beer that good looking. And you brought Veronica back. That begs the question, what the hell are you two doing?
I can't talk about it.
Okay, that's fine.
I can't talk about it.
Plead the fifth.
I'm knocked over.
Freakish Gamer 671, thank you for the love. Thank you for tuning in.
That's great.
No, call you mother. Anthony's not there. We got T here in the dealer box. Actually, he just got back from a sweet little vacation. He is quite the little action dealer, so I'm glad to have him in there. I was just I was actually needling him a little bit over here. I was like, hey, are we gonna get you in there tonight? And he was actually picking up the microphone. He's like, I'm the first dealer in there. I'm like, oh yeah, game on. With that table, that dealer, let's get ready.
Why you stay in?
I can already hear them asking the typical chat box questions. Is this live?
Is this real money?
Is this real money? What's going on? Oh, I love it.
Veronica's going to open up the pot, makes it $15 to go. Still waiting for the cards to come across. Wapry's going to make the call out of the small blind. Look who heads up the flop.
Against the fucking heater?
You're the one for your tips in.
Queen 7-4.
Tell her to make some sausage.
And Veronica is going to c-bet her entire range here. And she actually hits the queen. Veronica's got queen jack. She c-bets for 20. Wapry calls with 9s. 10 comes off on the turn. There's not 2 overcards to Wapry's 9s. Now Veronica tonight, as we've seen her play before, Veronica likes to double barrel several streets. She very firmly feels, and correctly so, that most players have a hard time calling down all 3 streets with only one pair, and she can get a lot of players off of a lot of marginal hands just by blunt force trauma aggression. And so Veronica's going to be double barreling a lot of her bluffs too. Wapry calling the 9s probably isn't the worst play in the world. 9s are going to be ahead of Veronica a lot, even though like standard on that board, I mean 9s just generally don't fare too well. It goes check on the river. Veronica probably figured that Wapry had some sort of a queen. Jack's not the best kicker in the world.
Am I up?
Checks back, takes under pot.
Am I up?
So there you go. So now we got some more accurate chip sizes. Angry Pollock here in the chip lead with 968. I'm just going to go on a limb and say she probably bought most of those. I don't think she actually accumulated them naturally, but I'm sure she'll chime in.
So it's 1-3, so I don't know the minimum, but it's a 500 max to start. I know that. The 1-3 here, I love it. You can buy
but then it's table stakes.
The table stakes after that. Yes, you can get them pretty deep, pretty quick. I love it.
I asked Jay Corpse to put together.
Fantastic. And as you can see there, everybody's name we are going by is actually their same handles that they use in the Twitch chat. So you can see their hand, you can see them in the Twitch chat, and it's just going to be really fun to kind of check out everybody talking smack about everybody else when they're in the hand after they already know how it played out.
Look at the chip horn that Gay Corpse has given us there. It's been like a little chip tower. I love it.
Oh, fantastic.
And Rick and Barstow picks up aces.
Gay Corpse is having arts and crafts time, and that's always acceptable here.
Veronica, she picks up the queen jack again. Early position, she makes it 15 to go.
Look at Wapry, of course.
And Rick clicks back.
Yeah, there we go.
Makes it 30.
So min raise too. Now, obviously, you know, Veronica's not going to go anywhere. and hopefully she doesn't get too splashy here, and she's just gonna flat.
Yeah, she's priced into a call.
Of course.
Her hand is dominated by everything that...
I feel like min raise is almost always priced you into that call. Oh, here we go, and this is not gonna be good for her. So Veronica flops top pair here. We're catching up with the graphics here. But she flopped a queen. She checks over to Rick and Barstow, who's going to instantly fire out. Looks like 40 bucks.
Looks like 40. Please don't check raise, Veronica. Jesus Christ. Have you learned nothing? No. All right, she's gonna call.
She's fine. She's fine. As long as you don't make Jake's head hurt, and we have to give him aspirin and stuff. But all right, so that board pair is not going to be good for Veronica, although she's thinking it might not hurt her here. That's actually going to limit her to just a remaining queen in the deck instead of also having the jack as an out.
I'd love to see the jack come off just so she can overplay it.
Oh man, you're so brutal. But then again, with how much she needles me and you, I don't feel the least bit bad. I really don't.
It's a good card for on the turn for Rick and Barstow. Veronica's unlikely to have any kind of 5 in her hand, opening in early position. It's a very good fold by Veronica. Very good check fold. Rick is rarely, if ever,
shows. He's like, here's my pocket ones. There you go, perfect. TXAG98, Brett Paul, ST Show 2, welcome to the chat. What's going on, guys? I'm the best, obviously. This is why we have the table talk up nice and loud so we can hear that. I do enjoy comments like that from Veronica.
I do. I like the way Veronica played the hand.
Only Veronica can say I'm the best as she's folding and losing the pot. I'm the best.
Yeah, knowing Rick's reputation, having seen him play on a few other streams, I wouldn't expect, I wouldn't expect him to be double barreling a lot of bluffs. No. Not once Veronica calls a 3-bet out of position and calls that flop.
Yeah, no, he's not just like air barreling ace king or anything.
No.
Like he's putting in work. Rick and Barstow downgrading to an ace-queen from aces. Life must be rough here.
And he's just going to complete here.
Proper 3-bet hanging out here from all the way from Arizona. 3 players to the flop.
D. Mullen. Welcome to the chat. Jack 3-4.
Look at that flop for proper 3-bet on the button with a sneaky 2-pair top and bottom for proper 3-bet.
It's one of the things like, and that, how did he get involved with Jack 3?
Exactly. You're like, I don't know what happened. This is how somebody always comes and tells you a bad beat story. So I got Jack 3, right? And you're like, we don't need to go any farther in this story.
I expect Rick to call. He does.
And that's going to give proper 3-bet the check mark. Rick with a couple of overs is actually drawing dead currently. Pot's still here, relatively small. He's going to fire out, looks like 20 bucks, and Rick is out of there.
Now, the bet doesn't work, but actually I really like proper 3-bet sizing here. There's, rational to think that anything that Rick and Barstow would have continued without a position would have some piece of the board, which there's not a lot he's going to fold on the turn. So I think you can bet pretty large, and he's going to fold all of his floats to any bet sizing anyway. So might as well go for max value. If he's got a piece and he's not going to fold, might go for max value there, make a pot size bet. I like proper 3-bet sizing there.
Absolutely. And there's JFK there popping in the suit, and he's pulling a Ninja Vanish. He's gone.
I want someone to throw at the table like across from us.
We should get
I can hit
objects
Val.
we can just throw. Maybe we'll just start bringing in random pieces of fruit. We just throw some fruits and vegetables.
Cabbage.
Throw a head of lettuce. Why not? Oh, proper 3-bet's getting serious over there in seat 1. Standing up, popping on the jacket, ready to rock. Disjunctive, welcome. He says the betting sizing is reasonable so far, and so far it is reasonable. So far we haven't seen any like, hey, the pot's $40, I'm going to jam 300. We haven't really seen that yet. But then again, we are just warming up.
It is early, yeah.
Yeah, we're just warming up.
Action pulls of Rick and Barstow. Lets it go. Wop Ride picks up ace-8 off in the hijack. I could see him open here. He lets it go. Proper 3-bet. Now he's got a real hand.
Hey, son, that's how you came around, buddy.
So apparently Jax is better than Jack 3. So far so good.
I'm curious to see how Veronica's going to play this in the blind ace queen. She's just going to call. I think that's fine.
With those aviator shades, man, she's striking fear to the hearts here. So classic coin flip here, 2 overs versus the pocket pair. And Veronica misses it right there in between the middle.
I could see Veronica check raising that board, but she doesn't get the opportunity to.
Oh, and proper bet checks right behind her and gives her the opportunity. She spikes an ace.
Good check by Veronica.
Exactly. So Veronica checks again on the turn now. Now it's an easy call.
And this is going to look like...
Because there's 2 overs to his pair, look, I mean, he's obviously scared right here. If she checks the river, there's no way I don't think he's going to fire again because of the ace and the king. If she's flatting there, she's got to have a piece of the ace or the king, you know, worst case scenario, a 7. And so, yeah, he sees he's beat, and he's checking out there.
The hard part for Veronica is getting value on the river there.
There's no way. It's tough.
Unless proper 3-bet has a worse ace, or is willing to bet king queen there.
There's no draws. There's a paired board and 2 overs. I mean, he's not. She can't get value there. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Unless he's really just like, okay, whatever. I'll just pay you to see what your hand is. You know.
I suppose on the bright side of suicide, she keeps his bluffs in by checking to him. Maybe he might just.
Did you see on the bright side of suicide?
Yeah. Maybe she gets if proper 3-bet has any kind of bluffs. If he's got any kind of showdown value at all, he's always checking back. But if he had a hand like, let's say queen jack 10 something there, even like a pair of 5s, he might.
Yeah, I mean,
I
could see her kind of floating and hanging around with pretty much any pocket pair as well, just seeing if it's good and thinking, you know, he might have whiffed everything.
HE Knives says that he should have c-bet. I think checking back jacks in that spot is fine. Unless you have to specifically put your opponent on a lot of floats. I think your opponent's going to call with like maybe a pair of 6s, 8s, something like that out of the blind.
And if they do call that with a board like 7, king 7 on the flop, I think that they're probably going to call whatever c-bet you make for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think how many worse hands are calling there. I think checking back jacks is fine on the flop. I mean, it's unfortunate for him that he got drawn out on the turn, but I think checking back jacks is fine. Wampai makes 17 to go with 4s. Plastica flats the button with 10s, and now Veronica picks up ace king in the small blind, and she's gonna put it in a 3-bet.
Oh, here we go.
She raises, makes it 45 to go.
60 actually, 60. I heard him say 60, but the graph was wrong. Yeah, so
there we go.
3-bet to 60 here from Veronica. Hop right over here thinking, do I play the rush? Babyface ATL, I know. Look at this. All the familiar names you see in the chat on the regular here at Stones Live are in the game. I'm absolutely loving it, especially since they're all participating in the chat and needling each other too, and it's pretty rad.
Plastica's in the call. She's got position.
Who knew? Yeah. What?
I could see Plastica maybe getting a back raise though. I mean, that could be kind of awkward. I think Veronica's going to have more 3-bet bluffs and she's betting re-raising in position.
Oh,
wow, Plastica throws away the 10s.
That's a lot of respect. She's going to show it. Now let's see Plastica's reaction here. Just the it's a classic coin flip.
Oh, and
are we going to pay to Rabbit Hut? Are we going to pay to Rabbit Hut? No, I would love to see because
they are playing 7 deuce.
Oh, they are fantastic.
I'm not sure how much ahead, but they are playing 7 deuce.
Okay, so for those of you who are just tuning in or maybe new to the stream, when players at the table are playing a 7 deuce, if you win a pot and you table and you flip over 7 deuce, you're going to get paid from every other player at the table. Period. Now we watched a game the other night where it was like $25 per player. I think we're going to see if we can get some confirmation on whatever he's paying, but I'd imagine it'd probably be $5 or $10, something like that.
I think 10 bucks.
5 or $10 a player. You know, I mean, so an extra little juicy bonus on the pot if you can take it down with 7-2, because statistically, as we know, that is the absolute worst starting hand in poker.
I think I see myself already.
Boy, it scared the hell out of me. Roger. Just go in the booth, goddammit.
I'm doing something dangerous. Every time. I'm doing something dangerous.
Rick's gonna limp in suited king.
That was good stuff. I like it.
Damn.
Oh, I'm into that. I'm like, that's a very good answer.
Proper 3-bet comes along with sixes. Veronica on the button. I expect her to open up a lot of hands here over 2 limps. She makes it 15 to go with 8-7.
Yeah, you know, I wasn't sure how classy this game was going to be tonight, so I decided to class it up myself a little bit with the shirt.
Yeah, no,
you know, just a little bit, You know, I was going for the semi-James Bond, but I'm on vacation look. Yeah. You know, so hopefully we pulled it off all right. So King Jack 6 here, Super Rainbow to the flop. King for Rick and Barstow, but proper 3-bet, just super monster set here. Set of 6s, way ahead. If a 7 peels off, you might be able to see some solid fireworks here. But even then, Rick and Barstow, enough for Rick and Barstow to look him up. So Rick and Barstow fires out 20, and proper 3-bet, in my opinion, just correctly flats here. He's got a borderline, you know, uncrushable hand here. And he's clearly just disguising that to look for more.
Veronica and Woman Rider get out of the way. Heads up to the turn.
Ooh,
Ace on the turn might save Rick and Barstow a little bit of money, but he does pick up a heart draw. He's got the nut heart draw, actually. At this point now, I would expect proper 3-bet to put in a little raise here. Rick's fired 2 streets on a pretty coordinated board, and there's reason enough for him to feel that Rick's got somewhat of a stronger hand here. He just calls.
Yeah, well, and the aces, like you said, the ace is totally going to save him money because now, I mean, it kind of starts counterfeiting his king. He didn't make 2 pair. He did have running heart potential, missed his heart, so proper 3-bet win the lead here. Pot at $180. I can't see Rick and Barstow really continuing much farther in this hand.
Wow, he's going to put out a bet again.
Well, he's going to take one last attempt at it, and once he gets popped up and raised by proper 3-bet here, there's no way.
Proper 3-bet's just going to call.
He's just going to call and say, here's my winner. And I think he's just calling because it is semi-likely that Rick and Barstow could have been open-ended with like a queen-10 on the flop, spike the ace on the turn, and then cop Broadway. And I think he's just playing it safe or friendly. Maybe Rick and Barstow owes him a favor, we'll find out. But at the end of the day, yeah, I mean, you know, proper 3-bet was not going anywhere in that hand regardless of what Rick bet.
These probably, you know, Desert Raptors should be playing with against 6-6, right? With all the heat.
Yo, T1, yo, welcome to the chat.
Full but ready to party as always.
Hey, it's like shaking, you know, not stirred, but like with a like an umbrella in it.
With an umbrella in it.
With an umbrella.
And a straw, but like one of those like windy fun straws. You know what I mean?
It's like, I am Horror Crusher, Drake RX, all the best. Welcome. It is 1-3 No Limit Hold'em, the Veronica and Friends game. The messiest 1-3 game that you will ever find.
Oh, super messy. Super filled with wine and chips spewing everywhere. I'm proper flat call. Wow, okay, alright, so far. Best thing of the night right there. I love it.
Womp Bride's got some queens. See what he does with them.
Whopper is going to make it 16 to go. Over to our friend Proper 3-Bet, or Proper Flat Call, as we like to dub him here. 9-10 suited, he's also going to make the call.
Plastica in a hijack is going to throw away 6s. I like what Gate Corpse is going on. I love the chip porn.
Oh yeah, for sure. And so far, Plastica's been playing pretty tight. Pretty tight so far.
Yeah, throwing away the 10s.
Threw away the 10s to Veronica's big 3-bet with Ace-King. Absolutely, yeah. All right, so we've got Queens versus 10-9 suited. Going to
6 right in the window.
Right in the
Plastica.
And those are 6s, and we just saw the set of 6s too, actually, with Proper 3-Bet. So 6s are hot right now.
Wop Rice, he bets 15 with the queens, takes down the pot. Ryan 00714, 9-10 suited.
You hear him talking to Spencer, who's not even at the table, saying, Spencer, come and buy some rounds. Spencer's like, I'm not sitting at this game. Why am I going to buy you rounds?
Just play drinks.
What am I doing?
Doesn't matter, get in the game. Drake RX is right down the street. Yeah, stop in.
So he says down the street. I'm thinking down the street's like Highway 80, but but I'm still totally okay with that. That's down the street in my book, so come on in.
Where are you?
I would love for you to hop in here, man. Come on down. It's like I'm just down the street, you know, like a light 4-hour jaunt down the street. Proper 3-bet and T-Bird. You can even see the wine carrier behind Proper 3-bet there on the tray. I love it. I respect it. And that is courtesy of Veronica and friends.
And friends.
And friends.
Plastica picking up the aces. Plastica, get off your phone, you have aces.
Ryan, 000714. Hopefully you are down the street, buddy. Move on up here. It's nice when it's not a gajillion degrees. And so as long as you can avoid those 1 or 2 summer months here, then yeah, you're absolutely good. Plastica,
Big open.
I don't care how tight Plastica's playing. She ain't full of aces. She's going to make it $20 to go.
Oh, it's big. Oh, it's a V straddle, that's why. So, Wattbry has a $9 straddle on. That's why, okay, that explains why she opened at 20. Takes down the pot.
Look at that, Drinker X. Actually, his girlfriend lives in Citrus Heights, right where the Lucky Derby used to be. Oh, wow. Fantastic. For those of you who don't know, the Lucky Derby and the old Phoenix Casino combined and made what we now have as Stones, which is a super awesome establishment. Not that those old places were bad, but comparatively speaking, this place is really, 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 really nice.
All I thought about was it was like with our powers combined.
I know, with our powers combined.
Disjunctive, no. In California, we pay for our booze. I think we have a lot of really nice microbreweries around here, so we don't mind paying for good booze.
Absolutely.
Is it Fog Hat? Fog? What was the name of that beer?
Let me see if I can find.
I'm still in a play out here.
Fog Belt.
Fog Belt.
Fog
Brewing
Belt.
Company.
That was the name of the brewery.
Out of Santa Rosa. That's what it is. So check on out some Fog Belt Brewery. Good stuff. And Rick and Barstow with Kings. Are we just giving out pocket pairs every hand? Is that what we're doing? Because literally almost every
And
hand.
pocket sixes every hand.
Sixes. I know. Sixes, aces, kings, 10. Just keep on going. It's party time here. Come on down to Stones if you guys need some pocket pairs.
So, Gay Corpse opens up to 11, and Rick and Barstow flats the kings in the small blind.
Oh, so
Does
sneaky.
not put it in the raise.
So sneaky.
And on Queen 5, Gay Corpse is all over this. And Rick and Barstow's gonna fire right out into it.
Oh yeah, top trips here for Gay Corpse.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm not very affectionate of this play. It's going to be hard for anyone to continue in this hand without a queen. Maybe you can get some clubs to call you if you're Rick. I'd almost rather see Rick and Barstow check raise his hand if he's going to flat pre-flop. As he elects to lead, Gay Corpse pops him, makes it 55 to go, and now Gay Corpse fills up.
Oh wow, super huge. Now all we're looking here for is the absolute train wreck on the river. Now if you guys take a look here, in the upper right hand corner of your screen, it does say he has 1 out, which is a king. Now that is technically true, and you might think, well hey, there's 2 kings in the deck. Here at Stones, we actually calculate the muck pile as well, so we know that a king has already been folded. So there is literally only 1 live king left that Rick and Barstow can catch, and that's his 1 out. And unfortunately, he does not get it there, so the check mark's going to go to Gay Corpse. And Rick and Barstow is going to spit some chips out and see what happens.
Gay Corpse checks back the turn. Rick and Barstow now feels his kings are good. He thinks that Gay Corpse might have been on a flush draw. If that's the case, I almost think it would make more sense to check it to him and keep his bluffs in. Now he's going to lead, and I don't see how many worse hands are going to call you here. Gay Corpse
he pulls off like the rose flower of chip designs that he's making here. Oh, there you go. Now he's stacking them. And you know what? And I feel like, is this a tell if you're stacking your chips in a really nice pattern and your hand is good enough to break the pattern of chips and then actually to raise? I think maybe that could be a tell.
So Gay Corpse makes it 155 to go. Rick leads 50. Gay Corpse pops him to 155. Now Rick might be thinking that Gay Corpse might have a busted flush draw.
And in the chat, we have Gay Corpse and Proper 3-Bet, Top Shelf Commentary. Proper 3-Bet says Top Shelf Lamb Chops, which is what he had for dinner.
Rick pays off.
Well, you know, and it's funny because so Disjunctive says, you know, Limping Kings gets punished, and that's one of those things where if you want to play a hand like Kings, if you want to play a really strong big pocket pair like Kings or Aces, and you want to just limp, you also have to face the fact that you could totally get drawn out on, and you have to be able to just get away from it. You know what I mean? If you're gonna play it really, really light and you're not gonna raise, when a flop comes with a board pair like queen, queen, whatever, you know what I mean? You have to be able to just like throw it away too and be like, okay, it didn't work.
So Gate Corpse in the chat says before the stream started he was bluffing a lot and was showing all his hands. So that might explain why we saw Rick call off the way he did. I guess before the stream started or when they first sat down, Gate Corpse was bluffing a lot and showing down all his bluffs. Chips and paid
Shaq
off.
is like, how does he stack his chips like that? I don't even, how much time does that take? Magic.
More likely he would have.
So I did set it up and got called. But I said, I'm not going to give you the money and you're going to go to prison. That DJ that tries to double it up.
Action on Woman Rider. She limps in the suited ace.
Give me money for a buffet.
Could see Watright punishing this. No, he's going to just complete with the ace-9 off. And proper 3-bet with an out low. Checks his options.
Boom, 3, 4, 10, 2 clubs, does catch a piece of it there with a 3. So the affectionately dubbed Jake Nutlow is actually going to be in the lead right now. Checks around king of the turn, nobody's got a club, no help to anybody, 3 still in the lead. And the river, another 3, but 4 clubs, scary board, very small pot.
Right checks out.
Yeah, we're just going to see these hands tabled.
I think Woman Rider maybe could have thought about taking that pot away on the turn. After everyone checks through twice in position there, 3-way. I think it's just kind of, you automatically bet, right?
You just like auto bet. I love how like every player's name just starts with an at. Like here's their actual name. There you go. At Whopper, at T-Bird, and Biz.
And I'm a Bob.
I love it. Absolutely. Guys, if you're just tuning in, or even if you're a regular, make sure you click on that heart there in the lower left corner of your screen. Make sure you subscribe as well, and you'll always get a little blast alert when we're going live. We broadcast every Monday and Wednesday evening for now, and we're actually going to come up here in our Stones Fall Poker Classic. We're going to be broadcasting some final tables on some extra days like Saturdays and Sundays as well. So don't miss out. Definitely tune in, be part of the action. Come down and play a tournament and literally be part of the action. Final table, one of those guys. Take home some cash. Tell your friends to watch you live.
Plastica makes it 10 to go under the gun. And we see how tight Plastica's been playing. And when she raises under the gun, I can see why Veronica, who normally might be leaning toward 3-betting ace-queen oftentimes, is going to just call.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like a raise from 10 by a player like Plastica is like a raise from 50 from like a normal super loose player. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like, it's just, okay, wow, okay, she's not messing around.
9 deuce 3 rainbow. Now that's going to miss Plastica's opening range oftentimes, most times. Veronica lets it go anyway. Proper 3-bet, he's got an inside straight draw. And he might be thinking just that this board misses everything that Plastic is opening under the gun so much. But then again, if she's playing so tight,
If she's playing a pair, it's got to be 10s or higher, right? I mean, on a 9-high board.
yeah, is she really c-betting anything but pairs? Would she c-bet ace king, ace queen here? Would she just check fold? Players all decide that she's only going to be c-betting pairs.
Exactly, and honestly, that's exactly what T-Burke was thinking right there. Is okay, she's either got complete air and my pair of 3s is good, or you know she has me completely dominated with an overpair, which in this case she did. So that was a correct, easy fold by T-Burke for sure.
Veronica straddle.
I just thought it was funny. So hand 215. I don't remember what hand we started on, but let's call it hand 200, give or take. I'm sure we'll pop out a good amount of hands here by the end of the stream. Ryan, you are more than welcome to put on your tuxedo t-shirt. Absolutely. This is a classy but fun party type stream. They told me to dress up, so I did.
Very fancy.
Thank you. I've gotten many compliments in this general region right here.
So many things I could say right now.
Biting my tongue, yes, good, makes sense.
Domination.
Wow. Veronica gets the walk.
Val,
Babyface
Veronica.
ATL wants to get around to PLO. I'm down.
Oh, it's a love it. Well, see, it's confusing for us because we literally have obviously Veronica and friends, which you see, which we can see the table over here across the room. But then directly in front of us, we actually have our fellow commentator Val standing here at a game playing, looking not too happy right now, like she might have just lost a pot. But maybe she'll catch the stream later. Lots of sighs and eye rolls. But we'll see how that goes.
Wow. What's going on over there? And Rick and Barstow again with the kings.
You guys are as bad as that.
He's at aces once, kings twice.
And then the Super Troll came in, dropped down to 400.
Bigger Ultra, welcome to the chat. Rick limps in the kings. Plastica, she's got the nut club draw and is reaching for chips.
Or his black balls.
Hey, can you send me a whisper
If
with
Plastica were to lead all three streets here, it would be very hard for someone to call her down with a naked ace.
I couldn't hear what Brett just said, but I think he gave a holler to me, told me to do something. Rick and Barstow waking up with kings again.
Rick calls. I think she should fire again. Fire large. 25, 30. Bomb it.
Plastic got no justice.
She can take total advantage of her image here.
That was probably it rolled out.
And she bet 17. Rick's gonna call again.
So it probably doesn't count.
Counter argument.
I
Alright, I'm filing a brief.
You know, she's actually
Come on,
a lawyer.
Plastica. One more year.
Probably don't
You got it in
stand a
you.
chance
She's like,
Yeah, she's like, I am Jack. That's like
She's gonna check it over to Rick, and I think Rick's just gonna check back. No, Rick's reaching for chips.
Rick is, you know what? Rick's like, when I have kings, man, I am firing these kings. I don't care what you guys say. I'm in there all day.
Rick bets 25. What's he trying to get called by? He
doesn't want to get called.
He thinks that Plastica's gonna maybe call, look him up with a 10. Maybe she was leading a 10 the whole way, is what he's feeling.
Rick came here to crush souls and go to a gay club after.
Faces.
You
We don't have that bar.
Rick.
We don't have that
No,
bar.
I don't.
Check out. I want to have a cosmetologist.
Yes, you do. You don't think
Plastica is thinking about making a call there with King High. She decides better of it.
This ecstasy, dude. You're going to be like, yeah.
try helping the walls.
He's got like a 4-hour boner.
And again, taking a quick look at these chip stacks, I mean, for generally speaking, for your typical 1-3 game, these stacks are pretty sizable.
Yeah, it's
You know
pretty
what
good.
I
I mean,
mean?
Veronica's in 300 bigs. I mean, that's good.
Yeah, absolutely, and they're only going to get bigger from there too. So,
Got in there. It's like devil's advocate.
Aramis dog,
I could.
welcome to the chat.
yeah, absolutely.
Not affectionate toward the play.
But you know, the best part is that all these players are generally in the chat, so they'll let them know exactly how they feel about it.
Full range. Aces, kings, full the rest of that.
Dear Lord.
Yeah, they're definitely having fun. That is just going to be the fun table over there. Speaking of which, I'll give you a little precursor, but it looks like there's going to be some more fun in there pretty soon again, too.
That was mainly real money. That's when we were first on your ace queen, turn and ace.
I've had it like 6 times.
So proper 3-bet, makes it 12 to go out of the hijack. It's called from Woman Rider and Angry Pollock. Angry Pollock calling with a 5-3 of diamonds out of the blind and flops diamonds.
Flops diamond draw, top pair for Woman Rider. Proper 3-bet all overs for him. Not looking too good here.
What's funny about this is I saw Watright with the king queen off pre, and somehow
Who would have thought the super joint?
how did he not get into this pot?
Yeah.
It was an unopened pot all the way to him,
Any 2 cards.
and he just maybe felt his position was just too. It was too up front to call or open with king queen.
Board pair there on the turn, so that's not exactly helping her. You know, Angry Pollock doesn't like to see that. But they both check through, and 7 on the river, she checks, and Woman Rider checks as well. She's going to table her ace here and see that she wins the pot.
I'm still trying to figure out how, I mean, so I guess Watt Prime must just squeeze the King-Queen in early position in pot. He can't profitably open up front. King-Queen?
I'm not sure.
I feel like I should needle him about that. I feel like I should give him a little bit of hell. Like, I mean, Watt Prime gets around, plays a lot of poker. I feel like I should give him a little bit of hell.
Yes!
Oh my god, Veronica just took down Gay Corp's tower. Oh, Lord.
Man, he spent so much time on that. You invited me to Veronica Friends game, and then you just totally smack his chips.
I'm Lyman's son. Yes, this is the Veronica and Friends all Twitch peeps game. TX Poker 30, that was Gay Corpse who built the poker vase that Veronica just destroyed. Chip Porn Envy Veronica.
Like even TX Poker, I knocked that crap down if I said, what are you doing that? You know, the best part is, I've seen people build really large, elaborate structures, and then they get involved in a big pot, and somebody legitimately asks for a chip count, and they look at them like a deer in headlights, they're like, I don't know. I have no idea. It looks like it's, I built like a 2,000 square foot mansion here. I don't know how many chips that is.
I bet the entire left wing of my mansion. However much that is.
I'll bet my 8-car garage portion. It looks like $243.
And now he's gonna go back to work. Yeah, man puts in that kind of work to build a nice, you know, chip tower for us. And what does Veronica do?
Knocks it down.
Lets her state of inebriation get the best of her.
You know, now you can knock that down if maybe he's sitting there, or maybe even, you know, you lose a pot to him. But when the man leaves, you just don't knock down a man's tower.
I feel like I should get an assist there, considering that I knocked over Veronica's chips when the stream started.
Nice.
So maybe she was just like trying to like somehow get back at me through Gay Corpse.
Fair enough. Fair enough. His name is Vincent. No, I'm just kidding. It's Gay Corpse. It's Gay Corpse. No.
Veronica makes it 17 to go with a jack of spades.
Oh, he's got fucking.
Michael is a
And Gay Corpse. Where does Hayne go?
Disappeared. He pulled a ninja vanish. All right, we're catching up here with the graphics, and Wapra is also going to be in there for $16. It looks like.
Obviously, right?
All right, so 5-10-3 here on the flop rainbow. Top pair for Waprai.
Veronica's got a gut shot. When I say gut shot, I mean nothing at all. Never mind. 5-10-3?
Yep.
Am I seeing the wrong? Who am I looking at?
You're not looking at anything. Our graphics are catching up. We're
Okay, 5-10-3. No gut shot.
Yeah. So there you go. Yeah, just total rainbow here. So Waprai way in the lead. This is actually going to give Veronica that gut shot we were talking about.
That's what I was talking about.
You can read you can read minds. Are you bulimic?
I'm telepathetic.
This is perfect. So now Veronica's really going to be scraping away for that 9 or a jack to take away this pot here.
Two streets
she
from...
She says, "Why are you calling?" And all right, so Veronica bet. Waprai calls 4 on the river.
6 makes Waprai... Or I'm sorry, 4 makes Waprai straight.
Yeah. Absolutely. And Waprai's going to fire out. And unless Veronica wants to get super crafty and try to take away this with a raise, which is not going to happen. Yeah, don't rep it. There we go. There we go.
I'm Lyman's son says that he's glad that Veronica has blonde hair again.
Thank you, 678. I appreciate the kind words there. And TX Poker, you know, says people who stack chips sometimes in piles of 25. For me, I've experienced kind of the opposite, where you have some of the newer players to the game who stack their chips in stacks of 5 or 10, and they just stack like this. They just have stacks everywhere. They're like here is your zone as a player, and they just have it like going to the players around them.
All this real estate.
And I'm
here.
like, what are you guys doing? This is not. You're not playing Monopoly. Just stop. I agree with you. 20 is the standard.
That's one of the, you can spot a green player, but the player who stacks with chips and stacks with 10. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go to some card room where no one knows me. I'm gonna stack my chips in 10.
And you instantly are gonna get labeled as a super noob donkey for sure.
I will pick up my cards and hold them up in front of me like this.
Oh man!
And then like set them down.
I feel like you're trying too hard. You're doing all the stereotypical new player stuff together at once.
I did that. Actually, I did some of those things the first time I played a Day 101. I picked up my cards off the table and they got them back on the table. And and then
just kidding.
Yeah.
Not nice mice. Welcome to the chat. The buy-ins, I believe, is a 500 maximum to start, and then after that, it's table stakes. So you can buy in for whatever the largest stack is at the table.
Online and some can they make you chip up if you have too many chips?
I don't think so. No, it's on you if you want to.
I've seen players buying for $1,200 worth of $1 chips.
Oh wow!
So yeah.
I mean, there's such a thing as excessive, and I think that's a prime example of it. yeah. But I've seen players do that in a limit game just because they like to have a amount of chips, and I've actually seen players do that, the amount of chips, and lose them all. Look at these
aces again.
Yeah. Aces, eights, king, jack, and ace eight all over the place. Wow, where's ace eight on that flop for a hot mess when you need it? But we have jack 9-6 here, 2 hearts, and T-Burk's gonna waste no time. He's gonna fire out here.
Fire out with his eights.
$60 bet. Pot was at 124. He fired just about half of it.
He's gonna turn his eights into a bluff here, and it's good enough to get Gate Corpse to lay down top pair. Good fold.
It's not gonna, and it's gonna be good enough to get Woman Rider to shove the rest of her stack in there. Says 304. I don't know if that's 304. I don't think it is. It probably looks like a little less, maybe a $1.60, something like that.
Gate Corpse knows that Woman Rider is not 3-betting light, and top pair with her still behind him is nothing he wants to play with right now. He got priced into calling pre, but even, that's what sucks about when you have a player 3-betting super, super tight behind you, and you flop top pair, unfortunately, unless you hit the flop hard, you're looking to actually check fold most of your one pair hands, and you have a hand like King Jack.
Proper 3-bet, yeah, he's just doing a light posture, and he's going to check out of there, and T-Burk is basically thinking how much is more to call. Now, I don't think those graphics are correct.
I don't think she had 304.
No, I think she had about 160. I think it's probably maybe 100 more to call, something like that. But then again, there's so many. If she has heart draw, if she has 2 overs, if she has a jack or a 9, there's so many things that beat him, and T-Burk's gonna muck. He's gonna get out of there. Yeah.
That's Woman Rider and Barstow.
Yeah, against a player who has a pretty snug 3-betting range, I don't try to just check fold eights there. Just because you're never getting called that. Kudos to T-Burk for for having the stones to turn his pocket eights into a bluff there.
I see what you did there, having the stones.
Yeah, if Woman Riders had like pocket 10s there with a jack on board, she might just like cold fold 10s. She might not even see a turn card.
Oh yeah, no.
So in which case then you look like a wizard. So like I said, kudos for having the guts to turn eights into a bluff, but I don't necessarily know if that's what the player you want to do it with.
And I was literally looking through the hands here saying, hey, this might be with the first hand in a while we haven't had a pocket pair, but then I see Rick and Barstow has 5s. So of course we have a pocket pair in this hand, just like we do every hand here at Stones.
Why is that your
12, race to 12. That's completely never been drinking full glass.
I like this calm.
Because I'm drinking my glass.
Rick and Barstow's gonna flat, and Watt-Rye's gonna fold away. God, I can't even talk.
Dude, I'm looking over here. I'm like, get me in this game. Where's the seat over? Where's the seat over? I wish there was a seat over with no list. I'd be like, Jake, you're rolling solo, man. I want to get in this game right now.
Now you got a dirty dog. Oh my god, it's like fucking lasso following me around.
All right, look at this. Queen 10. So King 10-5 here on the flop. Must-see does connect with the 10, but Rick and Barstow flops a set of 5s. And you know what? Honestly, it's kind of well deserved. So he's just going to flat. Master C bets out. Rick and Barstow flat calls. Now Master C checks over to Rick. Rick is not going to slow down. Says we're going to fire it out. Looks like a quarter. Quarter's the bet. 25 and a 58 there. And Master C's out of there. You know, I almost wish Rick would have got a little bit better value out of that, because you've already seen his kings basically get faded like twice.
Yeah.
You know, I wish, and finally once he hits a set, it's with 5s.
Are they like $800?
No, just like me.
Oh no. Veronica's giving people fashion advice.
That's not actually Who else?
Oh God.
Rick and Marshall, give us your glasses.
This is all glass. How's it not?
No, it's not on the actual. I'm afraid.
Don't ask for one around.
Don't worry, I got you, Harvard lawyer.
I'm not as bad as Jenny blind. I'm not as bad as Jenny blind, but I'm blind enough.
What a mess.
Guys, we also too, if you're local to us, we also have the Twitter roll coming up actually on Monday, September 5th, and that is really, really awesome. You actually just follow Stone's Gambling Hall on Twitter, as well as some of our tournament directors, and you end up getting in super, super cheap. I think the buy-in's like $30 or something like that, $35, really cheap. And then Stone's Gambling Hall actually adds $10,000 to the prize pool. For sure.
It's great.
I saw that.
No, I mean, you talk about positive EV. I mean, you really don't get better buy-in odds.
The house puts up 10K, you just pay a small $35 little
House
credit
puts up
fee.
$10,000. You pay. You give them two $20 bills. You get change. How is that possible? Like, I'm in. Let's go.
Plastica makes it $7 to go with Ace Jack under the gun.
So I'm glad actually said we should order some shots for the table. I'll be honest with you, with the way these guys are already drinking, I think if we ordered shots, they might just actually pass out. We might not have a game anymore to stream. So
Fine balance there.
What do you want me to do with these?
Are we sure there's not like
They're like
fucking
from
ass?
the dollar store. Yeah.
Hey, are we supposed to look at
Still like,
They're
whoa.
from the dollar store in 1980.
Dude,
Like,
What is she yelling at?
this could have like lead in it or something.
Why are they? Why are
I'm almost about to take out. I don't even want to hear Veronica's table talk anymore. I'm just gonna like take the mic out.
dirty stickers? That's not fair.
All right,
Jack on the turn.
Oh, Plastica, that just hits her right between the eyes here.
Hey, of course, you're like.
So Plastica just catches up to T-Bird here with now top here. T-Bird drawing to literally just the one remaining four as the other four. is
And
on.
now T-Bird bet 70.
Now, if somehow
Check
T-Bird can get
call
a
lead.
yes, if somehow T-Bird can get away with really strongly representing a seven here.
A lot of
now,
players like to do that when they flop trips. And
No, absolutely.
Take the check call
I
lead line.
totally agree with you. Now, and we have seen Plastica already folding pretty tight hands earlier. I wouldn't actually be horrendously surprised if she folded this hand. I really wouldn't. But I think she might just be in call mode right now.
I think you got a call, right?
Not nice mice. Yeah, no, it's not guaranteed. It's just straight 10K added. Like, period. That's it. Plus whatever everybody else puts in, $35 or whatever. So yeah, come on in.
I brought my family car. I didn't bring my car.
I think Plastica's leaning towards folding.
I
here.
know, so Plastica, and we've seen Plastica been pretty tight tonight, and she's not putting it past T-Bird, but like you said,
There we go. Now
T-Bird-
here she comes.
She's coming in, but T-Bird played that typical line that a lot of players like to play when you see when they flop trips, which is they like to check, I call, and then they just fire out because they don't want to. They don't want
wanna
to
get
check,
checked
and they don't
back.
want to miss an opportunity to get more money on the turn street.
She makes a call.
Look at that, and no hesitation from T-Berg. I like that. If T-Berg is actually representing a 7, his no hesitation bet right here could look pretty strong. Like, it didn't matter what came on the turn, I still have by 7, I'm in. So he's really putting the pressure here to Plastica to make this call. 130, the pot was like 180, something like that. So a little less than pot. I mean, he's gonna say you got to look me up here to see if you're right, for sure.
It's
You usually have it right in front of you.
I charged a phone.
Boom!
Wow.
And it does work. T-Berg coming at you with the heat.
wow.
T-Berg. Wow. And I think a lot of the way that hand goes down, I'm going to mark that down. I think a lot of the way that hand goes down is like what you were talking about. The super typical line that players take when they flop trips. They check call like they're weak, and then they fire on the turn, and that's
A lot of players do like to take that line. I think he could also be, I mean, check call leading there with some flush draws, maybe hit the jack as well. Harder for him to have a jack, I get it, but it's just such a weird pot on that board. I think your Plastica, I think if the man's got a 7, I think maybe you just pay him off. Mustache, pocket 8s. So Veronica puts in a straddle. You can't see the straddle amount, but you see a mustache raising to 60.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Proper 3-bet, got the proper sunshades on now. Alright, over to Plastica.
And Plastica folds Ace King.
Master C. And Angry Polak's gonna look him up with 10 Jack. Oh, she kissed the chips. And again, this is not recommended. Do not actually make lip contact with the chips. Just gonna put that one out there. All right, so here we go. Jack 3-3 on the flop. Angry Polak does outflop Master C here. Connects with her Jack. And looks like she insta-checks over there. And Master C doesn't look like he's gonna slow down. It looks like a solid continuation bet coming. Now with a board like that, I really can't blame him.
What is she doing?
Master C bet 75, and she is raising enough to put him all in, and he was pretty much already pot committed, so he made the call. And 5 on the turn, deuce on the river is going to give Veronica the check mark here with the Jack.
Powerhousing those eggs. Powerhousing those eggs.
How do you feel about that? Because you can always needle Veronica if you'd like to needle Veronica. She did win the pot. She did win the pot. Do you need a break? Do you need a breather? Do you need a breather? You need some aspirin? Can we get some Advil? Anybody? Tylenol for this guy?
What is this?
What's going on?
I'm so lost.
I whine.
I don't know what's happening anymore in the world.
Oh man, you know what? And this is honestly to be expected, guys. When you tune into a Veronica and Friends game, it's you have people passing wine glasses across the table. Like you're witnessing now.
Now I get it.
Now you get it. If you didn't know before, if you're just tuning in and you see players passing wine glasses across the table, now you understand what's going on here on one Wednesday at Stones. Always free money, always juicy pots, always juicy wine.
I pay her. That was so good, I would pay her.
I keep forgetting to buy stock in grapes right before this. Like,
if you bought stocks a grape Wednesday morning and you sell it Thursday, you'd be killing the game.
Crushing.
You'd be killing the game. Joe Flat 007 said Jake wants in the game so badly. I want in the game. I think everybody who's watching this wants in the game so badly. How can you not want in this game right now? All right, so we've got a couple hands here going to the flop. Raised to 15 by Master C with Ace King. Queen Jack looks him up. And the flop comes down Ace 8-3. Master C way in the lead here. Rick and Barstow really looking here for, some running diamonds and not going to stay around for it.
7 deuce. Okay, we're going to play the Ace game.
There are many fine hotels here in the Sacramento area.
Yeah, we have a Motel 6, we have a Motel 8. I think we have a Motel 9. It's really what level you're comfortable at,
right?
For sure. No, but all kidding aside, there actually is a decent amount of hotels around here, and considering this is right off the freeway exit, you can pretty much take your pick of them. It's really easy to get to.
Oh, baby.
Motel 1. I think the lowest we go is a Motel 2. And that's really the one you don't really look at and think about, I mean, Motel 3 is generally the bottom of the barrel. 2 of them, please. There you go. That'll equal Motel 2.
Oh my God, you respect you.
And it looks like Veronica's now switching glasses with Gay Corpse. We're passing wine. We're passing glasses. We're passing wine. Wine Wednesdays. Always fun times here. 6, 7, 8 nails it. You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
886. Woman Rider hits her 6.
I feel like the Veronica and Friends games also comes with a mandatory Uber home.
It should.
It should. If it doesn't, it does now. We're petitioning. So, Woman Rider here with way the best of it on the flop here. With 2 pair. And Gay Corpse fires out 15 to Woman Rider, and she's going to make the call. Over to T. Burke, who checks out. So we got heads up here going to the turn. And King just misses Gay Corpse a couple of overs here.
So Gay Corpse might actually double barrel this. Anything that Woman Rider's calling with on the flop other than an 8, it's unlikely to hit the king. It's hard for anything that calls the flop to coordinate there. He might fire again here.
one that the stack brought us, actually.
He checks it over to her. Oh no, he bets 25. She calls.
I've always said.
And will we see a third barrel here?
Brick on the river here. So the pot's at 105. And at this point, I think Woman Rider basically just has to think, Gate Corps, do you have an 8? Or a 6 with a better kicker, obviously, but...
He would value bet a king here in the same way. He would maybe...
Yeah, but considering he started firing on the flop...
Yeah, he was the original Rachel. He's going to...
Yeah.
He's 86 minutes everyone. He's going to see betting all his king, queen,
Exactly.
king, jack, even.
And she's going to hop out of there. So he's going to take down this pot with
3 barrels later it works.
The good old triple barrel. The triple barrel takes the win.
Must be Kenny asked if there's a 5-10. No, a couple of good 2-5s though.
Yeah, there's a couple 2-5. In fact, actually, it's pretty funny. I think I watched a table right in front of us actually that we were watching earlier. I think they were playing a 1-3, and then they all just came up, and the floor man came over, and they're like, all right, you guys want to play 2-5? Fine, whatever. And then they just changed it to a 2-5. So yeah, we have a few 2-5 games going right now, at least.
And Master C puts in a $40 straddle.
Oh yeah, welcome to the game. Boston Goose, what's going on? The max buy-in to start is 500. After that, it actually just turns into table stakes, and you can buy in for the largest stack at the table.
I had to think of tall,
Yeah, no, B is gone.
Live 40.
Live 40, I love
And
it.
Veronica picks up kings.
Of course.
She's making an even 100.
What's she gonna do? Is she gonna min raise it? I think she's gonna make it 80. Raise to 80 bucks. Oh, 85. Gate Corps is already in for $1. How do you fold? Isn't that funny when players say that? Well, I'm already in for 3, and it's like a $100 bet.
And Mustache is singing, "Kick rocks, I'm stuck. If I flop a pair, you're gonna eat all of it."
And you gotta remember that he actually got stacked by Veronica earlier, so he wants vengeance. So 4, 5, 10 here, 2 hearts. Unfortunately, they both do have a heart redraw. Veronica, Angry Poleaxe, being way larger here with kings.
I feel like she should value bet small here.
I'm live and son. That's pretty much the cursor for the game. Oh, it's a 1-3-40 game, huh? Nice.
She checks back.
So deuce here on the turn is actually going to give open-ended here for Master C.
What it works, right?
75.
Babyface ATL, I know you've only made it to Vegas. You got to come up a little bit farther, man. You got to come up to Sacramento, Northern California area. Lots of fun stuff up here. 2 hours from anything, Reno, Tahoe, San Francisco, and you're only 5 minutes from Stones.
I got one sitting in the shot. I got
And that's going to be enough to get Master C off this one right here. He wants nothing to do with it.
It takes you the first 45 minutes to warm up.
No, I think more than that.
It all went
Oh, yes! Oh, there we go. The good old shit punching rabbit. And guys,
the
if you were wondering what grade school looks like at an adult poker table, you are looking at it now. Just you knocked over mine, I knocked over yours. It's all a good time.
Yeah, I would have rather seen Veronica take the bet small line. And I think with Mustache's stack, she can actually get it all by the river if he's got anything, any part of it.
Oh yeah, Babyface ATL. Hopefully you'll see you here, man. Looks like we got a new dealer in the box there. That's action dealer Paul. Paul is actually also a super semi-critically acclaimed Master Blaster artist as well. Lots of really, really cool stuff he's doing.
He does some amazing work. He really does.
All available for sale as well. He does some poker artwork. He does a lot of artwork on glass for sports figures and characters and pros and athletes. Really, really good stuff. Paul Oyster, look him up.
Mustache hits his 6. The Woman Rider leads out with her deuce.
Rick and Barstow's checking out. Heads up here. Boom. 8 on the turn doesn't improve anything here. So we start one rider with a deuce, Master C with a pair of sixes in the lead, and Master's gone.
Mooner, MMC, your powers of perception do not deceive you.
6, 7, 8. Not all the dealers are action dealers. There are definitely some who are not. I can tell you beyond a shadow of a doubt that T and Paul are both definitely action dealers, and we'll go from there. How do you feel about that? You don't care.
I don't. There's no such thing as luck. Get rid of all. No such thing.
Oh, there's no such thing as luck for sure.
There's no such thing as
There's
action
never.
dealers.
That's why I see like this super high limit guy at the table with the same pair of socks for 9 days because he's on like an $85,000 heater. I know. It's just him. It's just his luck.
Positive variance.
I get it. I'm just saying. I wish we could have our viewers actually tip drinks to the players. That would just be an extra hot mess. They're like, I'm sending $6 for a beer for this guy right here.
There's Venmo, PayPal. How are the servers not on that?
We're getting to it right now. I would love if they walk around and just have a little beep. Okay, this beer is from this guy in the chat right here. Boom, click.
Yeah,
done. You know what? I see that in the future. It's coming.
How? Well, we should start talking about this. We should like patent something.
No, it's patented right now.
Yeah.
It's called Tip a Drink. Jack
Getting
Queen 4.
Tipsy. I don't know.
Tipsy, like S-E-T?
S-E-T.
We just brought this up. This is earmarked right here.
All right,
We're doing things. Okay.
Yeah.
So, anyways, back to the flop here. Looks like we have a sweet flush draw for proper 3-bet and top pair for Women Rider. And boom, flush completion. Actually, not only the completion, but open-ended straight flush draw here to the Royal as well. And Women Rider here with pair of queens. Mooner MMC, thank you very much. Three-betting can double check. So deuce of spades in the river, no help to anybody. It's gonna value bet $64 out there, thinking what can I extract out of this pot, and he's thinking 40, and 40 it looks like is gonna get called. I knew this game was gonna be classy, so I wanted to keep it a little classy with these cool kids here.
Proper 3-bet, taking it down. 6, 7, 8. Ask when the next Veronica and Friends game is. It's the third Wednesday of every month. Every single month, and you should be in the next one, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely, Lily.
Actually, he's sub 1.
I've watched 6, 7, 8 streams. It's not like he's opposed to drinking and playing poker at the same time. No, he can definitely play some Veronica.
Well, like he says, this game just seems so fun to splash around, right? I just want to hang out. Are we swimming? Are we all hanging out by the pool? Can I splash around a little bit? Can I swim, please? JFK Stone says nut-low poker shirts are guaranteed to increase your luck by 27%, and I think he's absolutely right because I heard that 73% of all statistics are made up. So I wasn't sure, but I think he's onto something here. I think he really is.
Love it.
So Veronica opens up to 20. Now we are playing 7 deuce. And Veronica going for the dead money, or the prompt money I should say, with the 7 deuce, gets flatted by Woman Rider, and now Mustache picks up jacks, and 3-bets looking like a third of his stack.
Wapai's just worried about the orientation of a submarine over there. Wapai and Rick and Barstow. Alright, over to Master C here.
I think Woman Rider can fold here.
So 65, 45 more to call, and she's going to make the call. So going to the flop here. Jack would be detrimental. She actually does wake up with a gut shot straight draw as well. So she's looking
clubs.
Yeah, she's looking for a queen or a 10, a couple of running clubs. But I don't know if Master C is ready to let the hand get that far, so she checks.
Justin calls me out on it. It's such a bad habit I use.
You call him Mustache all you want, that's the best part.
I've always called him
We were
Mustache.
hanging before the stream with him, and that's the best part. None of these players care. They're having a blast. They're having fun.
It's a bad plan, with the delay. Why can't he pull that off?
There's 2. There's a feed to the back there.
Puck66, welcome to the chat.
Corpse, you know you're at stone.
And Must See here is gonna put out 65.
Is Woman Rider continuing without a king? If she's not continuing without a king, wow, she's gonna check jam.
She's jamming. And you know, and Must See doesn't exactly like that, but he doesn't necessarily have enough to get away anyways. And then looks like our Nightbot, hey, here's to answer your question, Mooner. But yeah, we are on a delay. We're on a delay about 25 minutes. And we're actually giving Jake a headache. If you need to just take a breath, a couple deep breaths. I've seen movies where they do this. They do a little woo-saw. You can just grab this for some peace. And he's putting it in there. And
he hits the F
doesn't
button.
know he's way ahead. Oh, the queen! Oh, 10 to chop. Oh! Of course he gets the 10 to chop. Welcome to Stone's Live Crazy Poker. What? Oh.
I don't even know what this is anymore.
Yeah, what is this? I didn't know I couldn't do that. Oh man, of course.
I don't know. Do I want to play this game? I might level myself into folding everything.
I know. I feel like you totally you'd re-bluff yourself in your head so much that I don't even know if you could play right at this game.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so if you are watching and enjoying some of the absolute train wrecks, pun intended, that you are watching and seeing, definitely do not forget to click on that heart button to subscribe. You get a little email notification every time we go live. Always a fun time here at Stone's Live, and as you can tell, it is definitely live.
I pay all the bills. Put it on the account. Put it on my account. Put it on broken.
Sasha, nice glasses. He can't hear me.
He can't hear you. He doesn't care. He's like, I said medium rare. Alright, over to Woman Rider, who was going to make the call there with Ace-9. Back over to Must See with King 10. It's going to come in for a little raise. Looks like $18. Rick and Barstow checking out. Woprise coming in. Probably 3-bet with Ace-6. 15 more to call for him.
That's not a bad thing.
Stone's Live Poker. Look in the heart whether you're having fun or not. Tell your kids, tell your parents, tell your friends. All good times. Alright, Queen Jack Deuce here on the flop, 2 clubs. It's going to give a sweet little open-ended draw to Master C here. Wopright technically still in the lead here with 8s. And it's called a bet win right there by Master C all day, taking it down. Look at those outs for right there. Those cannot be right. That's like every card in the deck. We are playing catch up with our fun-friendly computer here.
23 outs twice.
I think
what a wonderful spot to
I think that might be why we're checking the deck. I think that's why we had JFK Stones come over and make an appearance. I think we're rechecking the deck, making sure everything is good.
Babyface details. Parenting is overrated. Yeah, it's recommended but not required, I suppose.
Like speed limit signs.
Yeah, exactly.
Same thing. You know, it's just like I would prefer if you go 65, but 90's okay.
Yeah, BAC levels while you're playing poker. It's I mean it's
bad.
It's loose.
No, I'm just kidding. Oh, if we're playing the 7 deuce game, I would love nothing more than to see Rick and Barstow and Wopbright go at the raise.
Oh my God, yes,
7 deuce. That would just make my night.
Someone rebluff.
We'd have to put that at the hand of the night for sure. JK Squared, Jimmy Bluffett, what's going on, my friend?
America too.
We're drinking. I don't know what y'all are doing,
Everybody's like, what's going on over here? Well, we're drinking. I love how that's the first thing they say. We're not playing poker. We're drinking.
I got involved in a hand in a game. We were playing with Annie's and we were playing the 7 deuce for 5 bigs apiece. There were 7 of us playing. I opened, got 3-bet, and I decided to take a flat check. I'm going to check raise every board. That's it. I'm going to take this thing down and force him to have a real hand here. Board comes down, who gives a crap? I check, he c-bets, I check raise, tanks, finally folds the 7 deuce face up, and I got the same 7 deuce. It was just one spot being like, oh, Jesus Christ.
So I don't know if they're playing the 7 deuce game anymore, because there's only a race at 12, and both 7 deuces just completely checked out. So.
If Rick and Barstow's flatting kings, he might not be playing 7 deuce.
I'm Live and Son. I don't think at this point they do have any profits going on. I think they might have been playing the 7 deuce game for a while. Is there a polling?
Well, it's but I don't know if everyone's participating. Like, Watt, Ryan, Rick might not be participating. You know, you don't have to play. No one can make you play 7 deuce. Plastica with 10s again.
How about that?
Look at Gay Corpse. Hey, fan. Oh, and I see his chips are knocked over again. Must have been Veronica. Thanks a lot for that. All right.
Some people feel that's really. I was stacking chips all night long. And
all night long. It was really the same chips that Veronica kept knocking them over. All right, so over to Wap right here. King Queen suited. And he's checking out. He's going to fold to Master C's raise to 33.
I'm trying to see how much Veronica straddled here. There we go, $13 straddle.
$13, the V straddle, as you can see there from the shape of the chips. And Plastic over here with 10, so we've seen him playing pretty snug. Looks like she's probably going to get in here at this point in this pot.
Right, I thought that already.
Plastica.
And Gay Corp's changing glasses again, I think, for the 3rd time now.
He has no idea how many I can get. And it does,
Plastica agonizes over every distance.
Yeah, and she's going to make the fold. And just give it on down to Master C.
yeah, he did. He worked.
I think Jake would have preferred maybe looking her up there, or looking him up there to see once, see a flop, see what happens.
My girlfriend was like, why are you knocking over that court?
So now, it's called Veronica and Friends, and Veronica here, Angry Polak, is the only person with over $1,000 on the table. I don't know why the other players are letting that happen. That generally shouldn't happen. Veronica should just be barreling chips along with wine and rebuying on both of those fronts. But right now, she is our chip leader at the table.
And she's only stuck 6 bottles of wine, so that's fine.
Yeah, not a big deal. If she can win enough to cover all the bards have, then, you know, she'll be good. It's a solid night.
That's how far it was. Not even
So Mustachier must Master C. I gotta stop doing that. I don't need to. He opens at 12 and Waprai takes a king queen off and puts in a 3-bet 35. Veronica now on the big.
John Artie, real quick to side bet, step here. We do definitely know that feeling when you just kind of play a hand really bad and you just end up winning it, and your opponent looks completely shocked, and you're kind of shocked, and you're like, "Yep, yeah, that just happened." So 7-Jack King on the flop. Waprai is going to connect with the king. Master C definitely missed here, or Mustache, as you want to call him, Mr. Jake. And he is going to check out after Waprai fires the flop.
Someone put me in this poker game.
Pouring down your face.
Honestly, I will hop in the dealer box and deal this game if I can also deal myself a
Deal
hand.
yourself in, right?
I'll just hold it up to the camera so you guys can see it. I'll hold up the cards and then I'm in. Gay Corpse is there in seat 6, I believe. Oh, I'm sorry, seat 5 is Gay Corpse there.
I'm Lyman's son, powers of perception. Absolutely. Veronica puts on the whole like, oh my god, I've had so many drinks and I'm just, you know, blah, 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 blah.
She's like, I'm so drunk. Raise.
I mean, no, she usually is drunk, but she's still a fairly coherent poker player, even when intoxicated.
It's just instinct at that point.
They spell it out by
Mooner MMC because Jubilant Corpse was taken. Watt Bride makes it 16 to go with a Jack 5 of clubs. Veronica's going to call in the small blind with the Ace 9. I'd almost rather see her 3-bet or fold that hand. It's going to be hard to extract value if she does flop the best hand unless she can get Watt Bride a triple barrel, a lot of bluffs. And as it is, she flops the best of it. King, King, 9. And Veronica should be just check calling this all the way down. That said, she now reaches for chips on the turn.
And she is definitely going to fire here. She fires 50 bucks. Pot was about $88. So a little over half. And Walbright checking out of there. Really not much for him there on that board. And the rich get richer. Our chip leader, Angry Polak, there is going to be taken on down. It's those lamb chops. Those lamb chops. Veronica also had lamb chops for dinner. Her and Proper 3-Bet both had lamb chops, and they are the two big chip leaders at the table. Not surprised.
Sasha's barreling some lamb chops.
So everybody's barreling some lamb chops. Lamb chops, lamb chops. I see all the lamb chops going on.
Everyone's got lamb chops.
Come on down to Stones. Hit up Sammy's.
The lamb
food.
is really good.
Open 24/7. Get yourself some chops.
I was getting but I wasn't
Jubilant Corpse.
I would never win this check with that.
HE Knives is noticing that everything Veronica has a hand, she totally gets out of the giggly blonde mode.
She's like, I'm serious
like,
now.
Yeah, let's get real.
That's it. And that could be one of the leaks in her games. You know what I mean? Like, oh, every time she snaps up to super serious, maybe she's got a monster. Or at least what she perceives as the best hand.
But like, that really is thinking of that, the whole giggly blonde act. It's just that, an act.
I'm just excited that Veronica and Gay Corpse haven't knocked over each other's chips in a while. Now that I said that, I give it about 10 more minutes before somebody knocks over each other's stack.
I know the Gate Corpse added on an entire rack of blue. I think he's really intending to build up a large tower, vase, pagan, altar or something like that.
A shrine.
A shrine.
A shrine of chips.
All right, there's some reason why you got 100 in.
4-way to the flop.
Boom. King 8 deuce, 2 spades, top pair for Plastica. Oh, he's flicking off the wrong camera. Nice try, Gay Corpse. Nice try.
Drink with me.
HE Knives, HEV Knives, I should say. Yeah, no, she still is.
I think we just witnessed some assault at the table between Gay Corpse and Veronica there. Pretty sure he just punched her in the chesticles. And we're going to find out.
It happens.
Hey, you know what comes next? Corp, you know what comes next?
No, but that's a good question. Yeah, she's just as puts on the same act whether or not she's stuck at grand or up 2.
You know, it's like those guys that are proper, and then they have too many breaks, and then they just like fall over the edge. They're holding it in like their whole life, and then they fall over the edge.
Hey, we're just asking.
Proper 3-bet's going to come in here with Queen 7. And T. Burke waking up with Ace King. Plastica directly behind him also has Ace King. So Proper bet makes it 12. T. Burke flat call for 12. And with the same hand, Plastica is actually going to prop it up to, what is that, 30, 25. 25 is the bet now.
Very well, Proper 3-bet, very well.
What a shock, huh?
This is always fun when two players have the same hand.
I know, it
All right, so
comes
4, 10, 9, 2 diamonds. Not a whole heck of a lot of help for anybody here. Both of our Ace Kings still in the lead. Ace King with the Ace of Diamonds with a slight edge because of a possible running flush draw. So checks over to Plastic Guy, who's gonna fire out. Looks like 40 bucks.
Proper
50 bucks.
He's thinking about making a play here. No, he decides against it.
And proper 3-bet, remember, was the original Razor to 12 before he got 3-bet by Plastica. So if he did want to make a play, he could have represented that in a good little story format there.
I like this kind of goes back to that hand that we saw earlier where everyone folded on a, well, it was like 9-3 deuce or 9-7 deuce, and when Plastic had the 10s, at the time she decided to play the 10s,
yeah.
It was so no one's gonna make a play at it because even though they know that that misses her under the gun opening range so much, because they felt like she would never see that without a pair. Here again, we see a 9 or a 10 high board, 9-10x, and everyone's just assuming that, okay, well, she's playing that tight pre, and she's never gonna see that without a pair there. So it's kind of pointless to make a play there, because he's probably never going to fold over pairs. Mooner MMC was Jake 426 taken. It was not. It was available, but I'm a 427 guy. What can I say?
It's true.
It's the first engine I had in my first car. Yep. Big block Chevrolet.
You got some nice cubic inches, bro. Solid.
Yeah, I got a big block. What am I going to do?
The highest stakes that we have streamed, I believe, here, I mean, if you're excluding like final tables for large prize pools of like 20 grand, essentially, or a large payout for first place of like 20 grand.
1025 cash.
1025 cash, which we actually, in that 1025 game, I believe is me and you, I think there was 35K on the table. So, I mean, there was some pretty stupid money on the table in that 1025 game, for sure. It got up there towards the end. I mean, there was well over $30,000 in play in a cash game, and it was strong. So going to the flop here, each player picks up a little piece of it. So Master C here with top pair and a solid kicker, along with proper 3-bet here picks up a 10 and a gut shot straight through. So proper 3-bet fires out. Master C makes a raise, and it looks like proper 3-bet is going to look him up for flat call.
Veronica. Now the heart comes off on turn. Now Mustache took kind of an interesting line here. Check raising the top pair. King kicker. He now picks up a flush draw as well. So he's going to keep barreling.
I was going to say, you're loving life if you're Master C right now. I mean, you already liked your hand, and now you're picking up super outs with the extra hearts added.
I'm in like with my hand at this point.
You're in like? You're not in like? You're in like?
I mean, I like a lot more than I like.
I'm infatuated with it.
Yeah. I think you can get your opponent to fold ace jack. It's a good check raise. I don't think he's ever folding queens plus. I don't think he's folding ace jack. I'm obviously thinking folding queen 10. It's a pretty wet board. Just got a little bit wetter. Top 3-bets to make the call. Queen on the river, and that hits proper 3-bet.
Oh man,
right. The board now.
Guys. Oh, Master C.
It's a one-liner straight, and proper 3-bet makes a call.
Oh, and he's going to see the unfortunate thing that he had the world about him and got rivered. That is just, that's how that's going to go. And honestly, the pot was developing at that point to where you see, Master C only had $100 left in front of him, give or take. Oh, I mean, what are you going to do at that point? The pot was already $300-400. It's just a bummer you missed. I mean, actually, you didn't even miss, really. The other guy hit. I mean, you just needed him to miss. And now these chip stacks are getting up there. So Veronica is still with 1,100. Now proper 3-bet is going to have it just beneath 1,000. Well, I'm going to go buy one of these crazy characters a shot. I'll be right back.
Right on.
Good times.
I'm proper knit. They're proper knit.
So Veronica's going to make it 15 to go here with the king 8 of clubs under the gun plus 3.
Hey, that should be a good game. We should look the next one next to you. What happens?
We can run the board up to 3 times here. For $5. Yeah, I want to fucking run it.
We have to.
I almost ran into that one.
And Waprai is going to defend with a 10-3 off.
Right, give you action. Action.
King, queen, 3. Both players catch a little piece here.
You know 15, I'll call.
How much you talking?
Hey,
If Veronica does bet, I think she should definitely bet small here.
Nobody knows how to.
you gotta know what I say. Oh, yeah,
Veronica's staying balanced and c-betting every board heads up.
No, but I'll do it.
call 15.
Just proper 3-bet. Tell me for Arizona. Motherfucking
Yeah,
guy.
that was
Proper 3-bet. Proper 3-bet.
And yes, the wine is very much working.
Barstow!
Hold on.
No one cares.
Oh, God.
I don't even care.
And Veronica is shooting wine.
Sacramento.
6, 7, 8. I think it's a good idea. Maybe I should start streaming some online poker. Barrel some PLO8, maybe. Or maybe some of the big Sunday events that I play.
I need alcohol. Trust me.
Hey, why Bryce giving away the money?
After the kick punch, you need
Are you okay with that?
Whopper, I make the 12 to go out of the hijack.
You okay that me and Proper give you the money?
And proper 3-bet in the big blind.
Yeah, like,
Hey,
None of these players look like they're interested in folding much right now. It's a good table to be at.
I have my lawyer right next to me. This is only an effective contract.
10, 3, 6, and Whopper with his pair of 3s flops the best of it. He's gonna check through. Not a good card for Whopper. But it's a good card for proper 3-bet to try to barrel here out of the blind.
all right.
It's gonna work.
You have to understand. You have to understand.
Oh,
It's just so strong.
It's just the weirdest thing ever because
Like if the ace doesn't show up, hey, Proper, if the ace doesn't show up, I call it out.
there were a lot of things
That was a
that
beautiful
I
bet card.
wasn't exposed to growing up.
If the ace doesn't come in, I call down.
No, I was born in a communist country. We were lining up before the kick.
Oh gosh, now Veronica's getting into her past in communist Poland, her trek to Canada.
So you
It's like Seinfeld.
She's now gotten past the level of being like fun, blonde, like wee drunk, into now you're the only one that gets me. I need to tell you my whole life story drunk. Woman Rider makes it 15 to go with the King Jack off. Proper 3-bet makes call out of the small blind. Rick and Barstow came along with the cutoff of 6s.
Man, when you see them step outside, they're basically doing shots in the parking lot here in about 20 minutes. No, I'm just kidding. Poor ammo.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Baby Tail's talking about.
I 100% agree. I like
King, Queen, 9, 2 spades. Both players hit this flop pretty hard. Both have pair and a gut shot. Need each other's kicker to complete their straights. If either player gets there, they could get paid off by the other.
But I mean, I don't want to turn this into a sour conversation.
Hey, tell her I titty.
Check, check.
So we're looking for a red Jack or 10 here. Oh, Bricko. Bricko, Bricko.
So, update, Veronica has now progressed past the fun drunk stage into now the, you're the only one that gets me super, I need to tell you my life story, political, like
Oh
drunk.
no,
Yeah.
political drunk is never good. Political drunk never ends well. It's true. Do it and I'll call the cops. I've heard enough already. Now I know what stage Veronica's at.
Veronica does not like to straddle this hand.
I love it. All right, so Gate Corpse is going to hop out of there. Woman Rider is going to come in here for a raise to 15 with King Jack suited. He's going to fold behind her down to 3-bet here with 6-9 on the button.
I got a pretty sexy.
Mooner MC, MMC, drinks can be free in USA casinos, but they generally are limited to like a Reno, Tahoe, Vegas type of thing. Taking it down, Woman Rider, taking it down. How much do you tip the dealer when you win a pot? That's
we talked about this before. I mean,
that's kind of all over the place. I think there's a decent amount of players who tip them $1. There's other players who tip them relative to the size of the pot. There's a variety of things. I mean, honestly, I've seen players tip really large or really small. Sometimes players will tip certain dealers or quote their favorite dealers, I guess you could say, more more than they tip other dealers. I don't know. It's all subjective, really. Do you stick with the same thing no matter what? No matter what pot size?
I try to, but I tend to tip more than for the volume of poker that I play. Oftentimes, tips that really add up. So I try to tip the same amount as I'm tipping a buck a hand no matter what. And then I win a big pot and I feel like a schmuck for not tipping more. So then I tip more, and then I just start tipping more all the time.
So when you're at the table, it's good to be a dealer, basically, is what you're telling me. If you're winning.
I've had dealers tell me that, like, during it down, like the only money they made was through me.
I believe it. I believe it. And the fish tell you that too, and that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. All right, so it looks like we got a race at 12. Everybody's calling here. Let's go to this flop. 3, 6, 10, 2 clubs. Looks like top pair for Plastica, top. Good flop.
You guys ever help each other? I can do anything I want. I haven't said so.
Mooner MMC out of Melbourne, Australia says that they are not allowed to tip.
Surprising. Now, I've heard of that scenario in restaurants, like in Australia, like their servers and and their waiters and waitresses. They make good money, so you don't tip there, which is why when they come over here, they're like, "Whoa, we have to pay money on top of our bill." But I didn't actually know that was the same case in the casinos there. Although I guess it wouldn't surprise me necessarily.
I've heard of the card rooms in Oregon, so that you don't. There's no drop or rate. You just play like a player's like a fee to go in and play. So you just like at the door like a cover charge, and so then there's no rake and there's no drop at the table. And the unfortunate side there is that because players aren't used to, they're not accustomed to it, they don't tip there either.
Oh, interesting.
So the Oregon dealers love it when California players come up for Vegas.
Because then they get tips on top of the money to make it.
Yeah, tip either, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
of course.
Like,
right?
It's all that good.
Japan's like that too, evidently. Wow.
Interesting. Check that out. So Mooner actually has a funny story here that says you basically have to quit your job essentially to take a tip at the Crown Casino in Australia. And so he said one guy actually quit his job for a $15K tip from High Roller.
Absolutely.
He said, "Well, you're going to give me $15K, bye." Yeah. Interesting. That's funny.
I quit, and then on your way out, can I get an job application?
Can I get an application? Can I transfer positions within the establishment? No, that's good. We always enjoy fun little random stories like that.
Do you know anyone who is working for you? I have me.
You mean that one guy who took a tip and quit? Oh yeah, that guy.
Whopper, I make a 20 to go with the 8-4. Plastica's gonna flat 7s on the button.
I kind of just showed up and she said no.
And I'm not surprised by that. The way Plastica's been playing tonight, it's very, very, very conservative. We're not going to get crafty. We're not going to re-raise or anything.
Oh, really? Team up on watch.
You could buy me breakfast.
Ace-6-4, is that what I saw?
Boom, Ace-6-4 indeed. So pair of 4s connects there for Waprai.
I'd almost rather see Waprai turn his 4s into a bluff here. I mean, he's going to have the best hand a lot of times. I mean, multi-way. I almost would rather, turn your 4s into a bluff and get the players to fold out directly. Players are going to be flatting a lot of pairs, like you see 7s, 8s, things like that. And you can probably get him to fold with that ace on board.
So I was trying to get him to pay for most of it.
No one's ever folding an ace. But there really are no safe turn cards for you. Plastica bets 20.
I'd have to have perfect card.
And what price checking out? She's gonna take it down.
She had the best hand.
And again, so we've all seen this relatively tight image from Plastica, and I think that might be working out to her in some of her bets, in some of her betting here on these later streets down the road.
We just got flashed in the booth.
I'm trying not to laugh about it, but when you get flashed, you get flashed.
It happens.
But I think because a lot of players know that Plastica's been playing pretty tight, that at the end of the day, I feel like her bets hold more weight. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I feel like her bet of $20 is really more like $60 bet from any other random player at the table. And it's more like a $500 bet from Veronica.
So true. Broke Poker 12-13
You know what, though?
out of Florida.
I know that
Good to have you here. Or it's like that playing in Florida. Yes? No? I don't know.
Yes, no question.
No, seriously, like you can see that.
T-Bird makes 11 to go with a 10-8 suited.
Angry Polak's gonna look him up from the button.
You see him take down the wine.
She probably would have looked him up from any position. Let's call it. Alright, so it looks like we got 4 players going to the flop here. 10, 6, 7. Not a bad flop for T-Bird. Look at that. Top pair and a straight draw.
Veronica's open-ended on the wrong end.
She's open-ended on the bad end here. And we also have a little gut shot here for Women Rider with Gay Corpse with a mystery hand, who's going to come out swinging right here.
Hey, his daughter won't have shoes now.
So looks like
T-Bird
T-Bird 15. Gay Corpse raises to 56. Trying to pay for that food he just ordered.
It's a draw-heavy board. T-Bird might think about looking him up here. Now, Veronica had called the $15 as well.
Everybody flamed for me, and they were like, yes.
The one thing that Veronica might be hesitant about drawing to her straight now is after Gay Corpse check raises here, he might be check raising flush draws here with some frequency, in which case she's going to be drawn to some dirty outs. But now she's getting a hell of a price, so she's going to come along. After T-Bird calls, kind of sucks her in.
Now that's a great card for Gay Corpse. Makes him open-ended on the super top end here. So
Gives T-Bird a flush draw.
So Gay Corpse could actually hit a jack, a queen, a 9, or an ace, but it can't complete T-Bird's flush draw here, so it can't be hard.
It's not even. It's not even.
And I think this is a good card for. I mean,
At all. Even when you roll
25. The king doesn't make a lot of sense for a lot of things that T-Bird might, or that Gay Corpse might be check raising, other than spades with a king. But it's another overcard to the 10.
No, he said 125. And before he could put his bet out, he said, I'm a badass.
Yeah, 5 more. You owe 5 more. That's Gay Corpse. Gay Corpse, you owe 5 more.
That's drunk corpse.
Yeah. Drunk penalty.
Hey, corpse, calm down a little bit, baby. Take it down from a 10 to an 8. Apparently not.
Hey, you're at court card.
You just took out Valve. No.
His name Al. He totally did.
Al.
That's what she's right there.
Val was just right here and I just talked to her.
Wow.
Look at all the angle shooting. Oh my God,
Jesus.
Veronica's.
Gay Corpse double barrels makes it 125 to go on the turn. T-Bird's
If a black 3 peels off, I'm gonna flip.
straight.
If Veronica makes a straight,
It's a spade,
oh my God, this is, oh God.
and T-Bird makes 2 pair.
Val,
Gay Corpse finally gives up.
Wow.
He's got to worry about Veronica overcalling the whole way that she might have spades. And Veronica is going to make a crying call.
And when everybody sees this hand, I just want them to look at Veronica. They're all gonna look at Veronica and judge her heavily.
I think
And I can't wait.
he bet 60, and Veronica's going to pop it.
With no shame. With no shame. Like a 9 doesn't matter. Spades don't matter. Veronica's like, this is called Veronica and Friends. My name's in the title. I do what I want.
T-Bird can have 9-10 here so
This
often.
is so disgusting.
T-Bird has so much 9-10 here.
Oh my gosh, what am I
What's great
watching?
about it, if he has 9-10, she can
This
actually
is
get
the
him a
pot of the, how did this become the pot of the night. How? Why? Oh, good lord.
I don't know, but with that sizing, I mean, he's never folding 9-10.
Oh my god. What just happened? I blacked out. Okay, so I gotta mark this.
He's never folding spades. He's never folding 9-10 for that sizing. He's only got 120 back. If he's got 9-10, he just cry calls. My brain's broke.
I'm so amazed that she raised.
It's remarkable. I think that Veronica actually found T-Bird has one of the worst hands that can call.
Like the one, like the random
only
two
one.
pair. The random two pair, no flush, no straight. You know, so we have some we Shaq in the chat saying, how can he call? But then again, it's like,
how can she raise?
How can she raise? It's so, this hand is so messed up. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Look, and Gay Corpse is like handling all the chips in the pot. What's going on right now?
And he shows it. Gay Corpse rolls over the 5-4-4.
He just takes her cards and shows it. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wee wow. Guys, call that concierge line. Come on down, get a seat. Wow, wow.
I love it. Gay Corpse is helping Veronica take care of the dealer.
This is just wow. Gay Corpse was such a huge part of that hand, and he wasn't even in it on the river.
Did Veronica not see the 9-10 combo?
Oh my gosh, look at me, you have proper 3-bet here who's at the table saying we are all knucking futz, guys. This is just crazy.
My brain hurts.
I don't know what's happening. Oh wow. Call that concierge line you see right there. That is JFK's personal number. He likes when you call him at 2 or 3 a.m. for sure.
Okay, so like, I mean, if you think your opponent can have
Brett McCall, I don't, so real quick, I don't think we have safety deposit boxes or player banks here, but we have plenty of banks right around us. Anyways, you were saying?
It's like, I mean, if they had more money back, and so like I mean, if T-Bird leads, you know, like 75, and Veronica can make it, you know, like 310 or 290 somewhere in that window, and can get him to fold a better straight. Then it's great. The spades get there, and with her overcalling the turn, she's gonna have. I mean, she rarely ever just has like a that has like ace-10 that just doesn't ever fold. I mean, that just never happens.
Yeah, there's the man.
Spencer, I've won every bounty.
And to correct what I said earlier, we actually do have safety deposit boxes here at Stones. We absolutely do.
How does Veronica just get there with a 5-4?
We actually have Gate Corpse coming from the side of the booth. I think it's funny how you're flipping over her hand, helping her out. You're like, here, look, this is how it's going down. This is how everything's happening.
I've had way too much I'm here for fun. It's a 1-3 game. Oh my gosh, man. Only at Stones Live.
Only at Stones Live. That's it. So we're located right outside Sacramento, California.
Oh, baby. Get up in here, man. Go on, get up in here.
It's like everybody come in. Oh, man.
T-Bird makes it 15 to go with
What a
Jack.
fun game.
Oh goodness, such a suicide rate. Like,
Is it weird to be able to watch yourself too on the delay?
Oh my gosh, I love using my brain right now. I'm trying to do my best. Any huge mistakes?
No, you play fine. I think you played actually really well. There's been some other crazy stuff going on around you.
Crazy play, crazy play.
What a game, right?
Oh man.
Fucking game, man.
What a mess.
If I wasn't like 75% hammer, that's out.
70, 75. He was gonna say 3/4. He's on the point. All right, you gotta hop in the chat and you gotta text him back. You're not allowed to say that on the stream, but you can text him whenever you want. All right.
Jake's the man, Fat Train's the man.
Thank you, good sir.
Really? Or yeah, get back to the table. Barrel.
Barrel. All right, back to the hand here. So we've got jacks, all overs on the fly.
Rick and Barstow makes the nuts. Oh, that. 3/4? No, 75%.
Yeah, they're very different things. So let's not confuse that there.
Oh, geez.
So look at this now, pushing these chip stacks. Angry Pollack with 1.6K. I mean, almost double proper 3-bet in second right there with cash and money, man. Woo! Veronica is on fire. You know, we've talked about this before. That's why we dubbed this game something like Veronica Crushes Souls, Veronica and Prisoners. She just seems to run over these games and just accumulate chips. She invites everybody and then just
lineups, and this is.
I mean, right? I mean, it's like, is this legal? Is this fair? See, like JFK, is this real money? What's going on?
Veronica's a poacher.
Oh, hilarious.
I didn't think you were able to wrap. Can you give me one yell?
Wildbright breaking up with tens. I do feel like we've seen an inordinate amount of pocket pairs, like almost every hand at this entire stream.
We've seen tens like 3 or 4 times already. Aces twice, kings twice.
Angry Polk. I'm gonna go with Polk instead of Polak. Good old Angry Polk. Angry Polka.
Yeah, that's a big line.
Alright, going to the flop here.
I knew what was going on.
3 players. Looks like we have an ace dead. Ace is the burn card here. And Jack King 7 on the flop. It's going to give a proper 3-bet there, a little straight draw, but unfortunately he's going to need one of Wapry's 10s. To TH Doctor, they are all kind of friends in a way. So this is Veronica and Friends, but everybody you're witnessing here, it goes by their screen name as well. They're generally very frequent viewers here in our chat, in our stream, and so this is kind of like a big, happy, dysfunctional family home game. So I think that we're definitely getting a little bit looser in the rules here. This is not standard MO, obviously. We don't just run around like grabbing people's cards and stuff, but they're able to kind of get a little funky here at the table, and we're kind of letting them do it. So.
That's a first for That's a first for VAF.
Gay Corpse fires again.
VAF has never.
Oh my God!
Gets him to lay it down, taking it down. It's funny, he won't show his cards, but he'll definitely grab your cards and show up.
Trademark tickets. This doesn't go very far with chicks. Most of them are like that. It's like the most weirdest thing. That's a better way to get it. That's not it. You kiss them a little bit. And then,
I gotta start being nicer to Veronica and make true, genuine.
Because you really want to get in Veronica and Friends game, don't you?
I do.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Veronica, I'm sorry that happened.
I'm aware.
Thank you, sir.
Need it now. That's what's good after that.
I don't know what that says.
I don't either. I was like,
I was trying to get both up here.
I'm like, that's
GFY. It's GFY.
I had the hint of where you were going with it, but I didn't know where.
I'm not going to ask
All right, so Angry Polak looks like she's going to pop into 15 here with Ace 3 of diamonds. And Gay Corpse is going to repop here. Looks like 35 maybe?
Got the 9-7 offsuit, why not?
Absolutely. I used to call that the party poker nuts, man. I know that all night poker is rigged or not rigged, depending on how you look at it, but 7-9 would just flop boats and straights all day on party poker, like, 10 years ago.
I'm not sure I want to know what.
All right, so he's going to 3-bet it up to 50 here, and that's going to seem to do the trick to scare everybody else out, with the exception of, including Veronica, and he's going to take it down.
Oh, here comes the troll. I'm your biggest fan. Go fuck yourself. All of a sudden. Hey, I know the stream is on 25 minutes delayed, but do you know that you guys could take off your pants if you could take them?
Why is Veronica reading that?
And even reading the chat, like, I don't even know, like, JFK is like 95% of the ruling class isn't human, and hybrid, like, I don't even know what's going on right now. Guys, it's a full moon, there's werewolves, Dracula's real, just come on down, hang out, have a good time.
JFK Stone's trolling the chat.
I love it. So random.
Veronica's on there.
Alright, going around. Back action over to Gay Corpse here with Queen 4 clubs. And he's thinking about it, and he's gonna get in there. He's gonna make it $11. And right behind him, Woman Rider is going to flat call. And Master C got out. Rick and Barr still got out.
Oh, God, that guy.
He's in.
I love
I'm Lyman Speed Hammer. Big meat hammer.
the belly button.
5 players.
All right, look at this. So to the flop, 6-3, king, 2 clubs. Gay Corpse wakes up with a flush draw. Woman Rider actually flops top, and Wapright also flops a king with an 8 kicker. So a little piece of action for everybody here.
Sounds like a string verbal to me.
All in.
Woman Rider's gonna jam it. Top. It shows jamming 364. It looks more like 2 and change.
D-Berg basically just resorting to chip tricks, hanging out. So look at this, proper 3-bet also with a club draw. Straight up, Woman Rider just jams it. 364. After Gay Corpse bet a 35.
It looked more like 200.
Okay, so let's
2 stacks of red.
That's fine. So let's assume it's 200. If everybody folds, does Gay Corpse call?
I think Gate Corpse will call.
I think he will call with the way that this game has been running.
Club draw, backdoor straight. A lot of booze in the system.
Yeah. I think the booze factor is high on the calling factor there.
And proper 3-bet still just got to worry about players behind him. He really wants to call off here with the 10 deuce and just get there.
Oh, back bandits.
Now it's back on Gate Corpse.
Oh, looks like they got Jenna in the box over there actually coming up here. Probably to help control this crazy game a little bit. So, and I think Gay Corpse is looking at it. He's going to reach over and go ahead and count those out.
He folds. Wow, I did not expect him to fold.
This is funny, babyface ATL, and I think it's funny because it's true. Drunks rarely miss flushes. It's true. I'm sorry, but it's true. It's totally true.
No, he called.
And then he picks up a 4 on the turn, so he gets a 4, a queen, or a club, and nada. Ace King goods holds for Woman Rider. She's gonna get paid off here.
I got rid of the king. I folded the queen.
You know, I've been hearing a lot about this place in Belize. I want to see it. I want to know where this magical place in Belize is. I think we have to go visit.
Okay, Gate Corpse didn't call. I think he just paid the rabbit hunt fee.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. The turn game, if he saw the turn though, he was in for sure.
Yeah.
If he saw the turn, he's like, well, now I just need 2 pair, flush, anything.
This really changed up. Here's my. I put my glasses on though. Like,
Boo, good drunk fold.
Rabbit hunt. It looks like a live 10 from Veronica.
You're hitting women in the chest.
I have no idea what Justin's talking about.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, so we're just gonna leave it.
Yeah, the chat's kind of on a whole other tangent.
Like, the table's crazy, the chat's crazy. It's just a good crazy night for everybody here. I love it. All right, and guys, proper 3-bet there you see in seat 1. He is in town from Arizona, and he will be here through the entire weekend. So if you want some of this action, make sure you make your way down to Stones. I'm sure he'll be here pretty much the entire time.
Yep.
So don't miss it.
Race to 30 from Wapright with a 10-7 spades. Plastica mulling around calling with 5 deuce. She's yet to fold.
She would crack a couple beers.
Hey, broke the bottle. Take him right. It's on, dude. Wine bottle.
And then she'd get all in his face.
Now she will think better, but Veronica will not defend.
Yeah, I know, we're like waiting on you. Get some water, man.
Well, I had it right.
Two-Faced Man 69, that is Veronica with all of those chips. She is on a little bit of a chip-eating frenzy right now.
Sorry about the time.
I hammer. It says I hammer.
And Veronica is going to wake up with kings in the big blind.
Look at all of our players finally barreling a little bit of that stuff they call water. Freestone's water here. Come on down, have a little water, hang out. We had never run out of that.
I wasn't sure if they kept going the way, at the rate they were, if they were going to make it the last hour of the show.
No.
They were. Yeah,
This is an endurance match. This is an endurance match for them.
Two-Faced Man says, I guess she's good at poker or just lucky or both. We kind of alluded to that earlier, where Veronica, she puts on the whole, giggly, ha 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 ha, I've had too much to drink act. But she knows her way around a poker table.
Yeah, we'll go with 77% luck, for sure.
Yeah,
that's about right.
she re-raises to 125.
Say no, that's fine. It's by calling you, you let it run out. And that's why
You want to let her run out?
I'll call you.
Right over here with these.
Okay.
Oh, he's gonna call and they're gonna let it run out. They're gonna call and they're gonna check it down. What a hustle.
We're checking it down.
Not worse.
I love, and everybody else at the table's thinking like, really? Give me my hand back. I'll call $100 to check it down.
I don't want to be.
Wow.
Boom, that is not going to help Longbry in any way, shape, or form. He's literally drawn to that ace. And if you can see, he has one out calculated because we had the aces folded. So he is down to a one outer on the river at 3%. Good luck with that one. Nope.
Oh, you got a show.
I had ace 10.
Yeah, exactly. See, even in the chat, KPKO KO says, yeah, little does he know all the aces are dead, pretty much.
Right?
Not even one spade on the entire, one spade on the river fire. He's like not even
That's
close
why
to a
I'm like,
flush
you
draw.
call her, I'll call and let it check next time. Try to hit an ace.
And Veronica up to $1,700.
You were going to bet me out.
And a 1-3 game.
Veronica, that's a 300.
Veronica, you were killing it.
Mooner and Lindsay looking out for our tapes.
Looking out.
That's my child.
You want to fold? I take bullshit.
No, he said we check it down. We're friends.
But I'm saying if I had kings, I'd do the same thing.
See, we're friends. This is called Veronica and Friends, so I hope if they're at the table, they qualify in the and Friends.
Check raise folds 420. When the game starts at the $500 max buy-in, I'm sure Veronica bought in for the max, so she's up about 12 right now.
Yeah, that's pretty funny, man. I wonder. I mean, there were some other players who were begging to get on this table, and now I know why. Now I know why. I mean, there were some other like brand household poker names that you would know that were begging to get on this table, and now I know why. Indeed.
Instead, we all sat him in the 2-5 and made him eat lamb chops.
Like, please don't give it. Like, not all but Veronica's like cutting off Gay Corp's. Like, don't hand him the wine across the table. Don't do it.
I don't know why, but I'm telling you.
I didn't realize your last bottle of wine was open. I told you.
It only cost me $8 to Uber to my home.
Oh, you did?
Mooner and MC, wow, they just increased the 1-3 to 100 big blinds replays. Wow. Now we, the 1-2 here is a 100 big blind cap game. The 1-3 is a 500 to start, and then if table takes after that, so like right now someone can sit down at the table and buy in for $1,700, almost $2K.
Exactly. So 99% of the time when you're coming into a 1-3 game here at Stones, I mean, it's already been going. So generally speaking, you can buy in for table stakes. So you're pretty much good to go right off the bat.
Woman Rider turns the nuts, which makes Rick and Barstow bottom set, and we should see some chips go here.
Ugly. This is going to be getting it all in right here.
I booked this like 2 months
And looks like we have a bet and we have a raise, and I really don't see Rick and Barstow going anywhere here, but with the rest of his chips into this pot.
Not even if we walked around naked. And she's like, I have room for 5K. All in.
Rick and Barstow jams.
Just been talking to me.
Snap call. Can mean only one thing.
5K a month. I think that was you, right?
And bingo
Board does
bango.
not pair.
No pair.
Who did you say?
Women Rider, been super patient, taking it down.
Who was that?
I had no idea.
Nobody punched me in the city again. It was me.
You're 4 5K a month, you?
I'll punch 11.
If I stay here, I'm fine.
There's a woman right here.
Gosh, Angry Pollock with 1.7K, man. She is going to cover that bar.
And Woman Rider just stacked Rick and Barstow.
Okay, I'm gonna give you.
Man, look at that. Gate Corp's still just mowing on those ribs, man. He's going to town.
Rick? What?
That Sammy's food 24/7, not bad.
It's a good spot to be.
Actually, when we were over there before the show, they said, how many is this place open so we can get some food? And they're like, oh, 24/7. They're like, oh, it's game on.
Yeah.
Game on. Nothing like some duck tacos or garlic fries at like 4 a.m.
Oh yeah, that's true. I had a lot of
So hand 252, I think we started the night around 200, so we've definitely seen a solid amount of hands.
Hey, baby.
Chips on 11.
So I'll give
Baby,
you
nice
this
catch.
later. Did you hear? They confirmed we're all going to
Half and
drive
half.
to the chapel.
And now Mustache, Master C, Kings. Maybe you can get a little bit back.
It's okay, you can call him Mustache.
I'm gonna call it Mustache.
Mustache.
Mustache. Master C. Yeah, you know me.
We can go this route.
Jailhouse,
I mustache you a question.
There we go.
That's all I got.
Puppy.
Shirt's coming soon.
I know.
Master C makes it 15 to go. I can't see it. I sound weird saying Master C. Can't say it right. Mustache. I'm confused. He makes it 15 to go with his Kings. Waprai calls to 9-7. Plastica puts in a re-raise. Clicks back. Makes it 30 to go with Ace Queen.
One of your neighbors in front?
These cards are all greasy from the ribs. He's marking the aces with barbecue sauce. Good times.
Yeah, mustache.
Alright, so Master C here.
And he re-raises. Makes it 45. Clicks back again.
How much is that? Are you a piece of guy?
75. Raise.
Gate Corpse, by the way, cold called the 3-bet.
With mystery
Out of the
cards.
small
Do we
blind.
have his mystery? We don't know what he's got yet.
Well, the massages were 15.
My husband.
Massages were 15, I
My
saw.
husband.
So 4-bet to 75. Okay, check that. 75, not 45.
No, he doesn't.
So yesterday I made pieces from scratch.
4-bet to 75. It only costs Plastica 45 more to call.
Because I have to feed my boys before I come out.
She's got to worry about where she's at here, but she's got a hell of a price. Wow. Let's it go. I don't think Gate Corpse is full.
What do you, Gate Corp's definitely.
I don't think he was folding. He is folding. But he pays the rabbit hunt? He pays the rabbit hunt.
I love it. He folds and throws the 5 to the dealer to rabbit hunt. Let's check it out. Watch, here comes Deuce on the flop. Show it to me.
Here's a $5 rabbit hunt.
Watch, here comes Quads. Just watch him flip out.
Can't see the board. Damn it.
Oh my god.
Oh, there's his Deuce.
And the
There's
ace.
his Deuce.
He had deuces?
Yeah. There's his Deuce.
And Woman Rider would have pegged the ace. The rabbit hunt.
Yeah, dude.
I guess I don't get to play anymore.
I am War Crusher. We're having an ace queen folded.
Chips on 11.
Said no more.
I get
Long time ago.
I thought quad.
I think it's good that the table is barreling some food right now.
Yeah, for sure. That's barreling food is always good. And yeah, Plastica folded. It was Plastica folded ace queen, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So Plastica's been playing pretty snug tonight, for sure. So that's definitely not that's in her wheelhouse of just folding that and on to the next one for sure. The way that she's been playing so far.
I see communism. You can leave whenever you want. I think there's a way.
Rick and Barstow's going to limp in the suited king and walk right and open up the pot with ace queen.
Gal was 11.
T-Burke is just going to flat with jacks, it looks like. Whopper made it 21 to go with T-Bird flats jacks.
He's doing commentary with me.
Masak's got 8s.
He's not a twitcher.
Unless he really feels super strong that
I play with him like 3
Rick and Barnes is going to limp re-raise. It's priced in, and Rick limp folds.
He's like super good guy.
Alright, so here we go. A couple of overs, 2 pocket pairs going to the flop. This ought to be fun.
He's a really good guy. I really like super respect him.
Boom, and Whopper connects. Top for him. Both pocket pairs miss.
I'm gonna have him.
That's not going to slow down T-Burke, who's going to instantly call Whopper with like 0 hesitation there.
Yeah, my game is just in
So pot's at 127. Looks like Whopper checked over to T-Burke, and T-Burke checked behind. So another 7 on the river, doesn't change much. Whopper with the best hand is going to fire out, and T-Burke tossed in a 5 and said call. So he's going to fill out the rest of that bet there for the 50.
Like, I'll be cold in the snacks, especially when I have 2 minutes.
Whopper, I think, down top.
So I'm like, well, I only got 1 live 8.
And on to the next hand. So guys, I know that we had just seen it here recently in the chat from Nightbot, but we do have the $250,000 overall prize pool Stones Fall Poker Classic coming up. Lots of good events, lots of
Monster Stack,
Monster
Six
Stack.
Snacks.
Oh yeah, classic deep stack.
Got some good commentators coming in to work with us as well. We got
absolutely
Mr. Dave Tuckman, Bart Hansen.
Keep going.
Lon McCarran and Chris Moneymaker.
Boom shakalaka.
Mr. Poker Boom himself.
We got some household names coming in here for some extra super deep fun analysis, so definitely don't miss it. Either be here be at home watching it, be here playing it, be at the final table, be on the stream, just be part of it for sure. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm gonna pretend like I don't know who Chris is and that we never played together. And I'm gonna ask him if he ever plays the main event.
Why don't you walk up to Chris Moneymaker and ask him if he wants your autograph? I always want to do that. Some like famous celebrity, like, hey man, do you want my autograph?
He'll put out his hand for a handshake. I'll just like grab it and like sign his palm.
Yeah, whatever, man. Who am I making this out to?
Yeah.
So apparently Chris Moneymaker's the best, especially if he's been drinking. So you got to make sure if you're gonna be in the commentary booth with him, you got to make sure to barrel a few beers with him.
Gauge how much fun he's having by how high the hat gets back on his head, or the ball cap, the poker star, the ball cap, and then the further back it gets, where it's like barely hanging on the back of his head.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he's there.
It's good to know. Good to know.
Plaska flats 10s. What is it, the 3rd or 4th time she had 10s tonight? Jeez. Why can't I get 10s?
King Queen 7, no help to anybody. Plastic is still ahead here with 10s.
There's always that one person.
Alright, binks it off 4 on the turn.
I'm kind of going cold. He told me to drink.
So Master C checks over to Plastica, who also checks. 6 on the river. It's going to give Plastica the check mark here. It's a little under $100 in the pot. And now actually, after it's checked all the way down, I think Plastica pretty much has solidified that she's got the best hand. So it looks like she's reaching for some chips to bet. Now this is one of those instances where are you betting but only going to get called by a better hand? But with that out there,
it's kind of weird how Plastica, you know, she feels very confident she has the best hand, but like getting value on works. Maybe on a hand like A7 might have just checked through. I mean, if you're that confident you have the best hand, sure bet. I mean, like it's really hard to find a worse hand that's going to call here. Because someone also might play Queen X, you know, like weak Queen, Queen 9, Queen 8. The same way.
And just check it down, yeah, for sure. And we've
play a
seen
super
that.
small pot.
We've seen that.
As it is, Stack hits a 6 and is thinking about paying off.
We, as a group, cannot figure
the way the hand was played. Oh, check
wow.
raise.
Oh, look at this. And Plastica gets it a late.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Is she going to let him go? I really like.
Wait.
She's toying with my emotions, moving her cards like that. Oh, she's folding. Now she's folding. She's going to put him face up.
See it anyway.
Oh, and he's going to
He
show.
shows
Listen to the table.
Oh, yeah.
To the needling table. Oh, man.
So there we see when you see players, when they find themselves in that spot, often they're sure they have those hands, but they can't really find a worse hand that's gonna call them, and they check back anyhow. Some players, they'll bring that up. Well, why did you're that sure you have the best hand? Why aren't you betting just in case people make some crying call with ace high or hero call, whatever? And sometimes the reason is just that where you don't want to open yourself up to getting check raised. I mean, so if you think your opponent's capable of that, sometimes you're better off checking back. If you think your opponent's capable of making hero calls, then you can value that pretty thin like that on King Queen XXX board with pocket tens. You think your opponent's capable of being a hero.
And that's one of the scenarios where after I see, I mean, hindsight bias is always 20/20, but after I see that the way everything unfolds there, that's one of those things where you're like, damn, I shouldn't have opened up the floodgates. You know what I mean? If I would have just checked and played it cool, I would have won this pot, but instead, not only did I not win the pot, but I actually cost myself money. But yeah, there in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, guys, you see the advertisement there for what we were talking about, the 250K Stones Fall Classic coming up with special guest commentary. It's going to be a blast. Lots of good stuff and good prizes to
But obviously the freaking
No stack, it's a little bit back.
No!
I love it.
I feel like it should be part of the movie preview boys for that.
Are you ready? Coming soon. The Stones Fall Classic, 250K guaranteed. Bart Hansen, Lon McHarren, David Tuckman, and Chris Moneymaker. Do it.
That's it. That's all I got.
But it's good.
That's it. That's all we got. The movie preview voice guy isn't around anymore, I believe. So I think there's a job opening for me if I try hard enough.
Someone's got to do it.
What?
You have won!
Angry Pollock, Queen 10. Opens up the pot, makes it 13 to go.
That's a 13. That's a 13. How do you say 13 in Polish?
The guy from Movie Phone is, hello and thank you for calling Movie Phone. Oh my God, that guy. We all called that enough.
Rick and Barstow, 7-8 suited, is not going to call on the button.
Yeah, let's go. That's a string call. His
Remember I have money.
But the money's
I
mine.
don't even care.
Proper 3-bet, Ace King suited, out of position. Definitely want to be re-raising here, and he does.
Oh, what do you think?
Whopper I have.
He makes it 43.
I got a master Veronica. What do we got?
I'm not in love with the call, but
No respect.
and Wopry with straight blockers
That's a messy. All right, I'm gonna flop.
and worse clubs. Queen 10 club. Damn it. Ace Jack deuce, 2 spades, proper 3-bet. It's his ace, top, and he's gonna fire out. Now Veronica might be thinking, well, one, she has a gut shot straight draw, but she might be thinking that sizing is a little much. No, she gets away from it.
Exactly, yeah, that sizing is just kind of like, hey, look, I already flopped the best hand, and I know it's the best hand right now, and I really don't want to get drawn out on.
I think proper 3-bet, we're trying to make that look a little bluffy.
A little bluffy, a little hint of bluffiness.
Yeah, I mean, he's going big there and trying to make it like, look, I'm making a move, I'm picking up the pot, it's a good board to barrel.
Not this one, guys.
Check raise fold 420. We go with Wopry, I believe.
Wopry.
But you know what? Honestly, you can call him whatever you want. I mean, hell, he calls Master C mustache, so.
I do.
He doesn't.
It's a fanciful pronunciation of the C.
It doesn't really matter.
Gay Corpse from Seat 5 is reloading. More chips, more action. Tune in.
Over here, too.
What if that's the one I wanted?
Gate Corps, to answer your question, no. You are leading the field in that category.
In the BAC category.
Yeah.
You're the back champ, dude. The Bach champ.
See you later. Oh, sorry, guys.
He's got the sexy hand.
Woman rider thinks better of it, lets it go. Speaking of my mispronunciation of mustache, he makes it 13 to go, I'm sorry, 12 to go with the Ace Jack of Hearts.
Real quick, while we're still on this, just check out what I'm Lyman's son just wrote.
And Miller's book, of course, yeah.
Service on 11. Oh, that already.
I shouldn't try to shut down Flop. What do you think Ed is talking about? I'm with Ed Miller on that. I prefer to either check an Induce Plus or to get worse hands to do the betting for me, or bet small and try to get a worse hand to call. If you think your opponent is crafty and maybe or might perceive a large bet sizing as being bluffy, then I think it's great. And especially think your opponent's capable of making moves and pulling triggers. But generally, overall, on that board, that hand, with that pre-flop action, I agree with Ed Miller. It's a good book, though. For those of you who haven't read it, Ed Miller's The Course. Pick it up. It's good read.
And she's fucking really good.
Bandcoin wanted me to get a little.
The buy-in covers your seat at the table, but you'll only need the edge.
What do you want?
That's good. Come on. No, it's good. It's so good. It's too good. I love it.
That's it. That's it. That's all we got.
Gay Corpse makes it 25 to go with fours. Yeah.
Whoop y'all.
What? What happened?
How did that happen?
You did?
1,000.
That's like, that's pocket.
That's over 1,000.
That's like,
I did that last night too. They're like,
it's like I don't even care money.
Good, I'll take it. Good, I'll take it. Good, I'll take it.
10-3 deuce.
Okay, I'll take it.
What bribe do?
It's not the worst flop for eights.
And it's not a horrendous flop for fours either.
Yeah.
It's like both these guys are like, yeah, let's check it out.
Quick call by Veronica.
And I was like, do I have enough jugglers or do I have too many?
I don't think she's done calling. And Gate Corpse probably isn't done firing.
Veronica giving the death stare to Gay Corpse.
I mean, Veronica's going to have a lot more 10s in Gate Corpses when she defends the straddle. You know, it's effectively a blind. I mean, she's going to have a lot of 10s, you know, 9-10, Jack-10, Queen-10, hands like that. It's a little bit ambitious maybe by Gate Corpse thinking they can get Veronica off a 10. That might be the card that he needs, though. And... or that's the card that Veronica feels she needs to turn her hand into a... and wow!
Question mark, instant.
Gate Corpse snap calls.
Instant one-chip call.
yes.
Oh!
I don't think Veronica thought she was winning the pot.
Oh, no. When you have a player who snap calls like that, you are not liking life. At all.
That's what I should have done.
I did... yeah, that was...
Instead, Brill just hammers down.
She did not think she was winning when Gate Corpse clicked. Just flip the chip in. You're losing every time, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That river card?
There's no way you can be good. When a player just snap calls, you're like, okay, you're good. That's my first reaction is, okay, you're good.
Because he's gonna, I mean, raising the other position, he's gonna be double barreling some ace king, ace queen there, right? Ace queen, ace king, ace jack.
I gotta say.
I mean,
Did I give you your tip?
I mean, it works for Veronica, but I'm not in love with the play. But then again, I'm not in love with anything. I mean, what are we talking about? I mean, everything anyone does anything, I'm like, I don't know, man. I just don't know.
So it's a Gate Corpse, don't be sad. You're winning the BAC. You're winning the Bach.
Thank you very much.
6, 7, 8 says you're talking about playing a balance game. The balance yields a much higher EV than most players' strategy in almost any game. Not that the 1 and 3 players are actually trying to win. Just
And now, look at this, following that actual quick snap call muck here, now Gate Corpse wakes up with queens, and this is a scenario that we saw in the last stream, we see it a lot, which is when you lose a pot, the next hand, you literally wake up with big hand like queens, kings, aces, and everybody instantly gives you the benefit of the doubt that you must be steaming, right? You must be on tilt, you must be steam raising after you just lost this pot. So this could be a profitable scenario here for Gate Corpse.
Wow, Veronica's in a cold call of 3-bet. Gate Corpse raises under the gun, Woprai re-raise, no, mind you, it's Gate Corpse raising under the gun. He might, instead he's got that perception right now of being a little bit steaming. But she's going to cold call out of the blind anyway with a Jack 10 of diamonds. And she flops 2 diamonds. There's no overcard out there to Gate Corpse's kings, or I'm sorry, queens. The king, that is.
See, like, we're all gluttons for punishment. Everybody's just like sees these hands like, queen, king, ace in the flop, do it.
And if Veronica calls here, Gate Corpse might actually dump his queens. I mean, how do you overcall there? It's a 3-bet pot. Veronica cold. I mean, Veronica can have a lot of ace king here when she's cold calling a 3-bet out of the
Exactly. Gate Corpse correctly gets away. You're absolutely correct.
And long term, I don't think that's a bad fold by Gate Corpse. I mean, considering the action and that the fact there was a 3-bet pot that Veronica cold called out of the blind with. Queens, I mean, on a king high board, how often is queens really good?
Yeah.
It was this time, but
I'm gonna destroy your life right now.
But generally speaking, if you're cold calling that, I mean, you're the donator at the table. You're dumping chips all day.
Woprai picked up hearts.
I have a flush draw.
I have a flush draw.
And Veronica's pair of jacks.
Oh, you fucking PK, I hate you.
And Gate Corpse.
And even Jenna, a smiling nudge from the dealer. Calm yourself. I love it.
Well, again, we go back to the hand. I mean, you think about the way the action played. I mean, he raised another position. Yes, he kind of looks like he might be steaming a little bit, or playing a little wider than other players are. So I mean, Woprai perceiving that 3-bets him. But once Veronica cold calls out of the blind, and then calls a continuation bet on a king high board, queens just never play out there very well. You're usually, I mean, players love cold calling 3-bets with ace king. Hopes springs eternal.
Yeah.
And Brian's 3-betting range is going to have some kings in it. And except with a c-bet, and like namely what's Veronica, if had Veronica folded, had there been a club in there or something like that, had Veronica not flopped diamonds, then I think Gate Corpse, peels a card.
Yeah.
And then the hand plays out completely differently because then Woprai turns a flush, and he's going to put Gate Corpse on a different range than he is going to put Veronica on when she...
Oh, the hand's completely different.
Yeah, it plays out completely differently.
Flop like, there's your ace, king, queen we were just hoping for. So look at this. So we got a pair and a straight draw plastic, a top 2 for Woprai. Jake's over here done barreling water. He's pretty much eaten the label off of his water, and now he's crushing it for a good workout at the end of the sesh. Boom, and that completes, and it's a club. No player with a club. The jack is actually going to give Plastica her straight here, but it's a scary board, so she's going to check it down and get paid.
I had to run out shitty, that's why it's like
Woo!
Wow.
Except for that hand.
club one.
4 rooms. 4 roses.
Oh, I love it.
Chips on 11.
Now, okay, so back to that last hand. I know it did put 4 clubs on the board, but it obviously gave Plastica the check mark. And I think that, we had somebody say, oh yeah, check, are you kidding me? I think that part of that was because the last time that she didn't check the river, she got check raised on the river and bluffed out of a pot.
Yeah.
And that directly played into why it was check right there, because she didn't want that to happen again. It's like fool me once, shame on me, right? Fool me twice though, or fool me once, shame on you, right? Fool me twice. However it is, just you won't get fooled again. That's what President Bush said, right? I don't know. He didn't know the quote either. Just don't worry about it.
Yeah. I mean, clubs. There's 4 clubs on the board, but I think you're definitely right. I think normally in front of her, she might feel like, okay, well, he would never check the club over to me.
Yeah.
So,
But then again, he might check a low club. He'd check a random like low deuce 3, 4, 5, whatever club. He's not gonna bet that.
He checked baby club for sure.
Yeah.
Walk right with a C bet and take it down.
So Gate Corp said he stuck, I don't know, like 1,000 or something like that, 1.2K. And then Shaq's just like, just stack Veronica once and you're fine, man. It's good. That's all you need to do. Don't worry about it.
Easy game.
You know who Spencer is? You know who Spencer is?
Everyone knows who Spencer is at Stone.
Everyone knows who Spencer is. The inevitable Spencer that they're talking about, you guys may have seen him on previous live streams. He's definitely been on a few of them. He's also a player here at Stones and actually took, I believe, fourth in the casino employee event, which is the first event of the World Series of Poker this year. Went super deep, was very close to a bracelet, and I'm sure you'll see him in many more World Series of Poker events coming up soon.
It's coming.
What is this, Veronica?
Remember how it
Looks like race to 45 at Gate Corp's. Rick and Barstow's mucking some 4s over to Waprai with 7 deuce. I love how Waprai just looks at 7 deuce and just gives a big old smile over to Gate Corp's like, you don't want to get crappy. And Gate Corp's at 8 deuce. That's the best part. So sick.
They're still swapping glasses.
So, have you actually talked to Gate Corps? Do we know how he got the name Gate Corps, or should we just leave that alone completely?
Yeah, I'm not touching it.
No, I'm not either. You're right.
No.
That was a horrible idea. I don't even know why I brought that up.
I bought like dinners too. You and I bought dinners, man. $100 each.
I paid our chatter.
Thank you for that dinner, by the way, guys. That was delicious.
For yourself with wine and more.
Proper 3-bet donning his glasses.
Enjoy the wine.
Makes it 16 to go, it looks like.
No.
You drank all 5 bottles.
We drank 5 fucking bottles of wine.
Brett M. Callis' Gate Corp's his birthday.
5 bottles of wine. That is crazy.
Hey, cheers to that.
You guys.
That really was 5 bottles.
I didn't either. You guys, we're just gonna stack the ring
We are
with
putting-
2 bottles of wine.
We are putting all of these players up into some luxurious cots in the back room tonight so they can pass out, get some Z's. Look at this board for proper 3-bet. Good lord.
And there's just nothing that can pay him.
Nothing at all.
Except for an ambitious ace high by Rick and Barstow. Bet big. 36 in the pot, 50. Thank you.
Thank you.
I still like the bet size. Didn't work, but I like it.
No, he didn't. He was behind us. I'm off the ball. No, I had big.
Angry Pollock, a little over 2K in the 1-3 game. It's a good spot to be in.
There's more than one little dice. It's scary. There's more than one little. Is that like? You want to find out what's surprising?
All right, proper.
I'm Lyman's son. Ask what Gate Corp's day job. Gate Corp plays poker.
What's up, Woodbury?
He grinds in Lodi.
Alright, I'm gonna start calling Brian.
B-Dog.
B-Dog?
B-Dog. My work calls me B-Dog.
In the Navy?
Proper 3-bet, make $12 go under the gun to Ace Queen. Wapry's going to defend the big blind, King 10. 5, 8, 6, 2 spades.
Total garbage flop for everybody.
It's a good board for Wapry in the sense that, I mean, he's going to have a lot more of that board calling the big blind than proper 3-bet is going to have raising under the gun. And I'm actually surprised that Waprai took the flat line. Actually, I also would think he would check raise there.
That's a fatty turn there for Waprai as well. That's going to give him a gut shot along with his 2 overs.
Check, check, and now you see Waprai barrel any river.
And he misses.
Wow, he's going to be content to check.
I've been watching too much video.
No, she's doing a lot of games.
Yeah, ace high.
Yeah, I do have a side.
Ace high wins my king.
Yeah, Lodi does have a good place. I've skydived twice, and both times are at a Lodi.
It's OT.
They only lose a body, I don't know, once every few years. So, you know, I like those odds. Gamble, gamble.
Yeah. You see the point like, probably not this time, right? Probably not this time.
Actually, honestly, real quick, because we're talking about the Lodi skydive story, the very first time I went, I was with my buddy, and you have to go tandem, right? Unless you're like a experienced skydiver and you can jump by yourself. So the guy on my back, his nickname is Frosty, all white hair. I literally thought the guy was ready to have a heart attack and keel over and just like end it, and we're all gonna go down, right? Okay, so I'm like, whatever, it's bad enough for me. I go with a buddy of mine named Devin, right? Mr. Optics, who we've seen in the chat sometimes.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Mr. Optics, the guy in his back, handlebar mustache, you can smell the whiskey on his breath a mile away, and his name was the Duke. And I'm like, so my guy's old and about to have a heart attack, waiting for his senior discount at Denny's, and your guy's hammered drunk. Let's do this, bro.
Bam.
Let's do this. We both survived, still not entirely sure how. Good times.
Yeah, see, I just don't. For me, I mean, I don't know, nothing wrong with the plan. I'm going to jump out of the plan.
There's a big sign right in it that says, if you ask the question, why jump out of a perfectly good airplane, it's because you've never been skydiving before.
Yeah, I understand.
Veronica actually went back to do a little binging and purging, I believe, in the bathroom, and she should be back shortly at the table.
24 outs.
Oh my gosh!
Every card's an out.
Wow. I'm just gonna go ahead and say I don't think that's right, but...
Well, yeah, no, that is. It's the rest of the deck. That's the rest of it. It's every out that's not.
Okay.
Mustache.
Got it! Nailed it! And now, let's flip the script. Mustache, you have 7 outs.
Gate Corpse is his king, and he's not going anywhere.
Boom, Jacker on the river. The rake typically in the 1-3 game, couple bucks.
I can see. I'm sorry. I can see actually Mustache going for value here, going for thin value. He's probably thinking that Gate Corpse has a lot of 10s there. Less kings. He loses to Queen Jack, but that's like the only hand there that he probably loses to. I mean, rationally, it's hard to put, Mustache on, or I'm sorry, put Gate Corpse on King 7 there, or any kings for that matter. He's gonna have a lot more 10s. I actually like the value bet by Mustache.
Thank you.
We definitely only drop post flop as well. No flop, no drop here.
Of course.
Which is always very nice. We say of course, but then you're at so many establishments where they take $1 right off the bat, and I'm like, guys, calm down. We haven't even seen a flop yet.
Yeah, no, it's just a $5 drop, or capped at $5, I should say.
I'm like, what's going on with that?
Yeah, not a percentage. It's not a rake. It's just a drop. Yeah, it's 4 and 1, I believe.
Consumers? You heard that band? Yeah. They were just.
Wow, Moon MMC 12%, always drop with a $15 cap. Wow, rough. God, can you beat that game?
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Where is that? Good lord. So I can not go there.
That's in Australia. Was it Moon MMC out of Australia?
Well, that's how they afford to pay their dealers then if you're not tipping them. That's where their dealer money comes from.
Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. Jeez.
Oh, it's Crown Casino. Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's what we were talking about earlier.
No, thank you.
Nope.
$15 breaking a 1-3.
Please, sir, may I have another? All right, going to the flop here. 4 Ace 10. Looks like T Burke is in the lead here that we can see, unless Gate Corpse with our mystery hand has something else.
I can see in that game you're like, what happened? I won every hand. How much you win? You're like, oh, I'm stuck 40.
Yeah.
Like I won every hand.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Hey, so I look at now. Look at that camera angle there. We can see the wine box sitting on the thing, and now it is completely empty. Not a single bottle in it. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe when they got here, I believe that was full with 6 bottles. Just throwing that out there. Good times.
Robert, 3 bet.
I mean, that's only like 2/3 of a bottle of wine for like per person. So
Yeah. And they're acting way drunker than that, so clearly, clearly there's actually, I think they said something like management bought a couple bottles, something like that.
Uh-oh.
And then right after they did that, they said, we immediately regret that decision. Milk was a bad choice.
Spencer, he's got so much life. Donate at least $60.
Now they're talking to Spencer off camera.
We have a live
And it wouldn't be complete if we didn't give out pocket pairs, especially aces, to Rick and Barstow over here.
it's an easy game, Rick.
Rick only gets pretty much kings, aces,
Right.
every other pocket pair under the sun.
What? No way! Rick? I thought it was what? Rick and Barstow?
Looks like Rick's gonna make it 30 to go.
I don't even need those. Aces aren't good.
Yeah, they're lonely.
T-Bird checking out. Elastic.
And they're all talking
And
about
it says aces
they're all
are
saying,
good.
like, oh, the only thing you can have here is aces.
Look. Oh my god, I hope he doesn't show. He's gonna show. Oh, he's gonna. No, there you go. Look him up. Gay Corpse to keep him honest. And honestly, if one hand's gonna snap.
Veronica already took Gay Corpse. Oh no, I thought she folded his cards. Never mind.
That's enough to keep Gay Corpse in here, man. Wait till he's just gonna see. He's gonna peel one off. He's gonna see the turn.
Somebody said I drunk home. I lied his son. He said, you got drunk. But they said we like wild rides.
Checks over to Rick.
50 bucks. I think Gay Corpse might be coming along for this ride. Yeah, he is. If the turn gives him a straight draw as well, it's game on.
Hey, Chad.
Nope. I don't know how. If he checks and Rick and Barstow ships it, I can't see him calling.
Yeah, under the table.
Hey, that's a real thing for now.
Sorry. But, oh, Samsung has the
Oh, he just fires right out into him.
The USB.
You need a quarter?
And Rick insta jams.
I really don't need the stream.
Yeah, well.
I didn't.
And Gay Corpse snap call. He's kind of
dedicated. He's pot dedicated. He pot dedicated himself. Oh man, I thought that hooked him up.
Rick and Barstow probably think that's a terrible card for him.
Yeah, Rick! I knew
There's no way that Rick.
And now it's funny because now we're replaying. Everybody's replaying with the conversation pre-flop, which is aces are good. Aces are good. We know you have aces. Aces are good. Wow, what was it like, guys? Come on down, Stones. When was the last time you win a pot with aces and you get the table chanting your name? That doesn't happen. That's fantastic.
I love Gay Corpse in the chat. Cocaine's at all the time. Oh yes.
Man.
Oh Lord.
Okay, I'm wondering.
Zach's still in the chat.
Oh Rick.
Oh, he put his hand up. I was like, he's raising his hand. Does he have a question? He's like, yes. You there in seat 5. Did you have a question?
Especially tonight.
I love Rick and Barstow.
Hey, Jimmy said you look a good grill.
I'm alive.
Dealer's name is Jenna.
There's a bald horse running around somewhere. Very
She is also going to basically be doing JFK's job here as he goes on vacation here for the next week or two coming up. And she's going to be running around, handling biz, and running this show from behind the scenes as well.
Jenna's our new boss. I'm just gonna say, like, you know,
Well, that escalated quickly.
like, yeah, I mean, like, you're not my real stepdad. You can't tell me what to do.
You're not my real parent. She's like, yes, I am. I'm like, okay, you are. I'm sorry. I'll clean it.
You're not my real stepdad.
I understand.
sorry.
Yeah, everybody's definitely having fun at this table. I mean, I'd say clearly Gay Corpse is stuck the most, and you can see he's still smiling, laughing, having a good time. I mean, until he checks the ATM statement tomorrow. But he's having a blast right now, for sure.
I love
Like $20 raise, like really?
No, this is honestly kind of how I thought the is how I thought the game was going to go, right? I mean, you know, obviously they're going to be playing for a little bit of blood, but they're going to be having some fun, and you know, at the end of the day, there's going to be some guys who lose some sizable chunks, but It's not like life-ending money. They're gonna have a blast. They're gonna have some fun, and that's exactly what they're doing right now.
What's
See, I mean, look at Gay Corp's in the chat right now, having a good time, smiling. I mean, they are. Everything is fine.
I mean, I don't think you can have fun without dumping a grand in a 1-3 game.
Of course. And you know, at the end of the day, I don't think any of these guys would be playing this game if they couldn't afford to lose that. You know what I mean? These guys aren't schmucks, and in fact, most of these guys generally play higher limits. So this is kind of a relaxing, friendly home game, non-home game for them.
Okay, wait, not too close. We're good. No, you can't take Veronica from me. My lawyer insists that you just take it.
Advise me.
Not really a whole lot going on here. We got club draw for Waprai, but still Rick and Barstow with the advantage, technically percentage-wise, with ace 10 high here.
I don't know why my kid is not
Cold in here.
There's like a dome outside and just walking.
Of course, it's 109. He's 109. He's walking here.
It's called Signature Tight.
Boom, checking out, taking it down. Rick and Barstow. Little did he know he was betting with actually like the monster best hand by a long shot too, with ace 10 high.
Don't tell him now. Wait till after the game.
He's like, I had 10.
Look at stack sizes.
I can't get
Yeah,
him
somebody had
now.
said, I get to see Veronica crush one of these games. Well, Veronica's crushing it right now. 2.1K. I think she only bought it for a nickel at most, right? I mean, I don't see her rebuy.
No, I think she's in for 5.
Yeah, so she's definitely on that crushing side of things right now.
I was gonna buy action off Gay Corpse. I'm glad that didn't work out.
Were you gonna buy? But did you have to swing both sides of the action, the losing action? Because
Yeah, that's what you do. Yeah,
you'd be in trouble right now.
No, I only want half your profits if you lose money. No deal. Like, where are those
You
deals?
should have bought action from Veronica. That didn't sound right.
Yeah, no, I hear myself say that. Like,
I can tell you that I'm a male.
Way too often.
I'm a male.
Way too often. Nothing to handle trying to hand the other guy had.
Except for a mailman. Deployment is on.
And they're talking about royals and bad beats and stuff. Actually, I just heard a really cool story the other day. One of the dealers here at Stones was playing. He got basically they didn't really have a lot going on, and they're like, hey, do you want to get off early? He said sure. So he came in. He barely worked at all, if any, right? Hopped into a game, hits the bad beat right off the bat, and then goes around and gives all the dealers like $100 bill just for hanging out. You know what I mean? Like just why not? He didn't have to do any of that, right? But he's a dealer and he understands, and that was super cool.
they hit the bad beat twice within a week here.
Rad.
This week. It just made. I mean, it was for 64K, or just under 65K when our dealer friends hit it the other morning, and then a few days later, the house immediately reloads the bad beat for 25K, and it hits just a few days later.
Awesome.
Royal flush over quad queens.
I'm not even surprised with all these freaking pocket pairs we're giving out like every hand.
Woman right out.
Hey, I'm Lyman Sutton. We actually do rack attacks here as well. We do different promos every hour, so sometimes their ace is cracked. You get a rack back in your pocket. Otherwise, we do rack attack as well. And depending on the limit of the game, the rack attacks actually get bigger, anywhere from 100, couple hundred, 200, 300, and so on. So yeah, there's always promos going on. I was like, she put down racks of blue? I was like, I just want large amounts of chips to play with.
I was chip leader. I had the most chips.
Technically, it doesn't matter what they're worth, just chips in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have 2 bad beats at Stones. We have a smaller one and a bigger one. And then we have an Omaha bad beat. I think there's several of them, right? Something like that.
Yeah, there's the Omaha and the big one.
Yeah.
I don't think we have a small one anymore.
Oh,
So
okay.
any quads beat for the big bad beat starts at 25K, goes up about $200 a day. It was up to 64K, 65K when they hit, and then just a few days later,
Smacks
boom,
it
hits
again.
again. Remarkable.
Behold, the chip stack of doom.
Jesus, Veronica.
Are we like done recording actually? No,
Are we done recording yet? Is this real life?
That one's in.
Jackpot amount at the moment, I think it's
about 25K.
Yeah, 25K. It's still
It just got hit.
reloading.
Like, they reload at 25K to start.
Yeah.
Every time. So I mean, and it just got hit.
I'm looking at it as 25,200, so it literally just got hit. So starting the build up again.
Madonna and
678. This is not real. This is all a dream.
Go to your bank account, transfer money to.
Joe Fly with the percentage, it's 40, 20, 40. So 40% to the loser, 20% to the winner, and the other 40% is split among the remaining players at the table.
Yeah, I'm not greedy. I'll take table share. I'll watch somebody else hit it. You know, I'll take a couple bucks.
I mean, inside that beat check.
What do you think I have?
No, I think the money's better spread out, smaller, like more, having more $100, $200 giveaways.
Yeah,
than
no,
the
I
winner
agree with
goes-
you. Well, because
the money goes back.
because you're the guy that never hits it. I get it.
Well, yeah, no.
I get it.
Yeah, no, the money goes back into play. Like, you give someone 20 grand to go and pay off their credit cards, which I don't want people to get out of debt.
Yeah.
I want them to come play poker.
Exactly.
That's how I get out of debt.
Nice. Nicely. Touche, good sir. Speaking of touche here, Rick and Barstow flipped the script here. He was way behind and actually picks up that straight. Not going to get paid off by Angry Pollock, though.
Hey, I love this. I love this.
Yes, jackpot's a $1 drop. Yes, Moon MMC, Jack Bad beat jackpot. So any quads beat, the house pays you for getting your hand cracked.
And both cards must play in your hand. So you can't have like a one card straight flush.
Nope.
But what's cool here is that they do it some other places, which I really don't like, is they make, if you have quads, they make you have a pocket pair. So if you have fives, and there's fives on the board, then that's the only way you can hit it. As opposed to if you have ace five and they put 5-5-5 out there, then that's
You
still
both
totally
hold,
fine.
both hold cards play, yeah.
Exactly.
Live, yeah.
Still both plays. I always thought that was kind of just a hacky way to do it, personally.
Yeah. Not how it's done here.
No.
Yeah, it was remarkable when I heard about the first bad beat getting hit. It was quad deuces losing to quad eights. And I mean, just assumed like both players had pocket pairs. And no, the board was deuce, 8-8-8.
Yeah.
And the winning player had 8-6. But the six plays because the board's deuce, 8-8-8. So
Yeah, so
it's wrong. Like how did 8-6 play?
I know.
Yes. We're all six people. Robert 3-bet, T-Bird, plus Zika, I'm Angry Pollock, Gate Court,
Maybe last.
Woman Rider, Mustak, it's Master C, Mustak, Rick and Barstow, One Rider.
Master C, Mustak.
I want to say Mustak.
All right, and of course, back to good old Stones, where we give away pocket pairs all day. T. Burke waking up with kings.
Reminds me of that line from the original Star Wars. There's some creature that's walking out of my head.
So I think this is our last hand of the evening. Plastica makes it 25 to go with pocket five. I have not seen this gear out of Plastica.
No, and it's going down right now because then you got T. Burke 3-betting over to 80 right here.
We haven't heard much from T-Burke in a while. He's been kind of card dead. Picks up the kings here.
Yeah, you know what's funny? Brett McCall says, hey, that'd be cool to see a bad beat recorded on the stream sometime. We've been saying the same thing, like non-stop. I would love to see a bad beat on the stream. That would be super rad. That would be awesome.
It's like Rick and Barstow with aces. He's just like,
Plastica really thinking through with the fives here. Right as I make the comment like, oh, I haven't seen this gear out of her before. She's probably thinking like, God, that's why I never do this.
I know. My gears. You don't really grind
She called?
gears. You should just count it.
That's where Spencer was.
I feel like I can never tell if Gay Corpse is actually in the pot because he's always like throwing chips around and moving other people's stuff, and I'm like, is he in the? I don't even know if he's in the pot.
Wopper, trying to see his stack, seeing if he can fold it all. Keeper's only got 132 behind. There's not much money to win, even if you. I mean, Wopper might give him action, just some friendly action here, but
and
no.
you can see that obviously Wopper's stack count is wrong. Stack 228. I mean, he has 1,000 in green right there. I mean, he's not.
80 for 50. Oh, I had that. Oh, I was into that. Shit, I wish I had that.
Oh, he's gonna take it on down. I feel like this is the way I want to see the rabbit hunt on.
I go on
I want to see the. I know. I have to already.
We'll see.
What a messy game. Isn't it always, though?
Oh, yeah.
Like, Veronica and Friends, it's just... First of all, it's always on one Wednesday.
Oh yeah,
it's an absolute disaster.
And I believe, and they even brought some of their own wine too, which is just you knew it was going to be this way.
Yeah, it's a wonderful messy game.
It's good, and for everybody who's tuning in, all of these regular crazy characters are always in the chat room. Pretty much every time we live stream.
Yeah, it's great to meet some of them. Like put a face, to a name.
Oh, put a face to a name. I mean, I didn't know that's what Gate Corpse was going to look like, but then again, I didn't really know what a Gate Corpse was going to look like. So I guess I'm pleasantly surprised. But yeah, at the end of the day, crazy game as to be expected. If you guys, like I said, always tune in, click the heart if you like what you saw, and feel free to get in here and needle some of these guys because they'll be here every Monday and Wednesday in the chat room with us, hanging out. So
that's great. Do you ever think? I mean, at some point, because Veronica's pretty much crushed every single one of these games. I know. It was like, hey, if she weren't to invite you, like, hey, I want you to come play the Veronica and Friends game. You're like, I'm not falling for it.
Nope.
I'm not doing it. I'm not. Okay, I'm in.
Yeah, that's exactly. You're like, nope. Okay, we're doing it.
All right, guys, that's our show for tonight. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back on Monday.
Back on Monday, guys. See you then.
Good night.